All right, we live. So
Big
we are
energy.
finally live. Back again with the back again, and I got in from South Central Playboys. I was about to say baddies. And we're gonna get into some things of the thing. So I don't know if you got remember I said bring snacks. I got M&Ms.
I
I
got me
got
some
pickles.
gushers.
You got what?
I got me some gushers. I got me some tequila. You feel me? That's my snacks for the night.
I don't eat gushers no more. That shit don't taste like what it tasted like 15 years ago.
It don't, but it's still like when you get high and shit, you just need a little munchies. Everything be busting when you smack.
Oh, here they come with the questions. I ain't get there yet. I got gummies. I don't know what I want to start off first. I'm gonna start with the no. I'm gonna start with this.
Gushers, tequila,
Yeah, yeah.
and a night.
So how you doing, Aunt? What's going on?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Regular shit. Trying
Okay,
to
so
trying to live my best life.
I hear that.
You ain't got no
So
shots, right?
oh no, I don't drink.
All right, I'm gonna take one for you.
So
That's a big ass shot.
I just asked if everybody in the live, whoever comes in, can please just be respectful to the guest, regardless of how you feel towards the person. And we're gonna get started. So how you doing? How you feeling after recording the show?
You said since filming.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been chilling. I'm still kind of getting used to the whole like being known by people aspect of it, like going outside and just being a regular person and people stop and you're like, oh, I know you from such and such, because you don't know if you got to get ready to fight or you got to get ready to take a picture. Like, so I'll be a little iffy with that. But other than that, like after the show and shit, everything's been. I'm still regular, degular, and feel me, just elevated and doing better in life and continuing to chase my goals and shit like that.
Okay, that's cool. So like, I know where you from, but where are you from?
I'm from New York, and if you don't know that, then where the fuck you at, and what the fuck you been watching? Because I say it all the time. It's big New York, big Ant. You know the fucking vibes. I'm from the Lower East Side, Manhattan. It's not Harlem. It's downtown. Harlem's uptown. I'm from downtown Manhattan. So, where I'm from is where the money is at. You feel me? Like where the money's at, where all the flow is, where the motion is, where the motion don't stop. That's where I'm from.
Okay, I could have sworn you was from the Bronx, but
No, everybody say that. I swear, people swear I'm Dominican and I'm from the Bronx, and that's not it. I'm not. I'm not either Dominican or
I
from the Bronx.
I mean, you could be Puerto Rican and be from the Bronx
No, but people assume that I'm like I've seen like 20 comments already with people talking about some. Oh, he's Dominican. He live in the Bronx.
because the Bronx is like overran by Spanish people. That's
No, it
why.
is for surely.
That's why I always still ask because I can't just assume just somebody's Spanish. They from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
But no, I'm from Manhattan. Getting money Manhattan, where the flow is, the motion.
Okay, so how was it like growing up in Manhattan, East Manhattan?
Um, I'm from the projects, so it never was easy. Like it goes from chilling on a project to having to run from the cops to having to fight the ops or go at it with the ops. So it's really like real treacherous. Like if I could give it a 1 out of 10 on a highly recommend to grow up, it would be a one because I highly do not recommend nobody grow up in the projects. If you do, you do. You feel me? But it's somewhere where you wanna live for the time being, but get out when you could. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. There's a train going by. All right, I'm back.
Those be annoying. I be down there.
Huh?
The train be annoying when I be down there.
No, for real, for real. But I'm in Philly right now. I'm not in New York.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
So you live in the projects. So I remember on the show, if you don't mind me bringing this up,
Hey, bring it
you
up.
mentioned when you sat down with Zell and you mentioned how you were in foster care.
Oh, okay, yes.
So if you want to shed light on that, you don't have to. If you don't want to, it's up to you.
Yeah, we could talk about it. It's crazy because like I've never really spoke on that before because like where I'm from, you just put your feelings and your emotions to the side and you really just get up and keep on pushing with your day. So that was really my first time sharing that with anybody to be honest, other than the people that know. If you didn't know, you didn't know. But yeah, I had grew up like I grew up a very well taken care of kid. My mother always took care of me. My mother was always there. But my father had this some slime, grimy shit, and he literally like had got my mother an ACS case, whatever the case may be. They ended up coming to take me, and I ended up having to be, excuse me, I ended up having to be in foster care for about 6 to 7 years, and
Mm.
growing up from the age of 6 to what 12, 13, that's very traumatizing because you used to one way of living, or you used to doing certain things certain ways, and then you getting put with these different families and people not treating you right, or people treating you as like the orphan. Like it really is real. Like like if somebody got a kid and then you come in as a foster kid, they're not gonna treat you as they do their kid. They're gonna treat you like, I don't know how to explain it, but it really was a very traumatic time in my life that I really came over. You feel me? That I really got over.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. I have a similar story, but I was never in foster care. But like, I mean, it ain't about me, but I kind of understand what you're talking about,
No, yeah,
especially with being the black sheep and all that. I get it.
right.
So, were you popular in like high school?
I've always been popular. Like all my life, I've been this popular as person, like for real, like, and it's like I'm one of them people that you got to get to know me. So at first, and this is why the TV shit don't bother me if people don't like me, because at first it comes off as okay, this person is this way, but once you get to know me, you anybody will love me. Like I got this big personality. I'm very loyal. I'm loyal to a T. I'm very protective of the people I care about. I'm very like outgoing. I'm very like I love to be funny. I like to be the center of attention. You understand? Like I'm one of those people that just like to have a good ass time, and I have every trait of a good friend. You get what I'm saying? So I it never like gave. I didn't have friends. I always had a million and fucking five friends. Like always growing up.
Okay. So, have you ever been like bullied, like growing up?
Growing up, I actually was bullied kind of because one, my mother was a lesbian, and two, my teeth was fucked up. So it was like always like if it wasn't oh your mom looked like a boy, it was oh your teeth is fucked up. So I grew this thick layer of skin where it really don't fuck with me. It really don't bother me for people to have their opinions on certain things, because at the end of the day, you can't. You're not doing nothing to stop my motion. Like you're not doing nothing. You talking about my teeth or you talking about my mother ain't stopping no motion. These teeth get overlooked all the time because I still be having everybody's favorite bitch on my dick. So everybody favorite whatever on my dick. So it really don't matter about what y'all saying. My mother, y'all can talk about my mother, but my mother still got motion. like we both got motion, so it really don't matter for me. You feel me? But they did try to like get me with them little like growing up, they gonna try to pick you apart from the little things, like oh your teeth or your mom's or feel me your shoes, your this. But I always was fly. I always had money in my pocket, so only thing they could talk about was the teeth or my mother being gay.
Let me tell you something. I got an overbite, so my teeth still shining though, but
Yeah,
I
your
got an
shit's like
overbite, so
first of
my
all,
shit is a little disformed.
if you would have
So
caught me in 2 weeks, you would have got the new ant with the new teeth. But we ain't there yet. We'll
it
be
ain't
there
nothing.
soon.
Listen, I don't even care because even in the comments they be roasting about your teeth, and I'm like, guys, who gives a fuck? Like,
Hmm.
I know I have my opinions in the comments about certain cast members, but I really don't care to attack nobody for their looks. It's just like,
Right.
who cares? Like,
It's
we
just
all have
your
something wrong with
personality.
us. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about what y'all look like your teeth look like. At the end of the day, I'm watching the show because of your character, not because of what's in your
That part.
mouth.
That part. Respect it.
So yeah. So, have you always wanted to be on TV?
Um, I've actually, from when I was younger, I always wanted to be an actor. But as I got older, I started watching reality TV like Flavor of Love and Rock of Love and shit like that. You know, some real life, all them old reality TV shows. And I would just be like, oh, this is cool. Like, you don't got to go on TV and be an actor. You could go on TV and be yourself, and people can either fuck with you or not fuck with you or for who you are. So when I got into the reality aspect of TV, I just always wanted to do it. Once I turned 21, I tried out for the real world. But I'm more of a now that's TV type of personality. So the real world ain't looking for me. They're not looking for nobody rowdy and ratchet and ready to go. They're looking for the calm, cool, collected type people. I tried out for the real world. I worked on the set of Love and Hip Hop for a couple of years. Um, So I just
Oh,
always was into the reality TV scene, if that makes sense.
now you a '90s baby, right?
Yes,
What year were you born?
I was born in.
Just
Here we
ain't
go
no
with the age.
shame. Ain't no
Nah, it's
shame.
cool. It's cool. I was born in '92.
Oh, you look good for somebody. I thought you was like 98, 97.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of people tell me that, but I'm 92. Calm
Ain't no
92.
shame in that. Ain't
Right.
none. We don't judge over here. So, have you ever watched? You watch Bad Girls Club too, right?
Of course.
So, have you always wanted to be on a Bad Boys Club version? Have they ever had one?
You know what's crazy? The craziest part. And this could be confirmed by Florina from Bad Girls Club. When they had originally came out with the idea for Bad Boys Club, this was a couple years back. It was Flo, Natalie, Sarah, Judy, and I believe one other bad girl, but I forgot which one. Maybe Tanisha. It was like them five. Me and Flo actually was having a conversation, and she wanted me to be on the show, but it never happened. This was before Zeus. This was before Now That's TV. This is before OLAP. Flo literally picked me to be on the cast, but it literally never went underway. It never production never picked it up. Like we never had a team or nothing. So I really thought I was gonna be like the first bad boy ever, to be honest. But then they came out with the Zeus version, and they came out with season two, season one, whatever the case may be, and I just wasn't on either or. But I ended up getting on that SCV, and I feel like this was perfect for me because this was exactly who I am. I know
So
how to
what
turn
made
it on and off though, but this was for me.
so what made you wanted to go to the Zeus auditions for the one in Houston?
Um, I was getting a lot of recognition online over an argument that I've had with Milan, and it was nothing crazy. It was low key funny because he had asked me a question, like he was like, "Oh, what's my favorite color?" or whatever the case may be, and I was like, "I don't know you to know your favorite color." Like I was being dead ass. I wasn't trying to be funny, weird, rude. Like I'm like, I don't know you, so like. I guess they was giving out Bad Boys posters. I didn't want the poster. Like I was trying to get on the live to get on this. Like I'm asking like, how do you get on the show? Shit like that. You feel me? And they like, oh, what's my favorite color? I'm like, I don't know you to know your favorite color. And they just took that so offensive. That shit ended up going viral. Um, the rail started popping shit. This person started
I
popping
can't
shit.
stand him.
Right. Everybody just started popping their shit. So I'm like, okay, y'all want to see my energy? I'm gonna pull up to the audition. So I paid my money, paid my hotel, paid for clothes, paid for all that. I went to Texas and I tried out. And if you ask me, I was the standout of the whole episode. So I don't know how anybody got picked before me, over me, but I could tell y'all a fact. Everybody that's on season one right now, from Lou to Arad to Mo City JB, they all DM me and told me like they can't believe that I wasn't on the show.
So
Even
you
Lou
said
was
you
like, when I
paid.
got there, I was surprised you wasn't there.
So you said that you had to pay for. Let me ask you something, because I want to know this. Just to shut this rumor shit down, I already kind of have a hypothesis of what goes on over there. You had to pay to audition, or you
No, we
just
didn't
signed up
pay the
and went?
audition. Meaning, like, I paid for my flight, I paid for my hotel room, I paid for new clothes. You understand? Like, I paid for my trip. Like, it's not like they put us in a hotel room. They didn't say, "Oh, come out here. We all expense paid." Like, it was like, come out here on your own accountants and come to the audition. But if there's one thing I could take back from that day, I would not have drank a whole bottle of Don Julio to the face because I was downstairs drinking in the hot ass sun. They sent us an email telling us no eating prior to filming. Literally, they said that they will provide food.
Bullshit.
They said no fighting. They said they would provide waters. They said they would provide this, provide that. So all I did, I went to the liquor store. I bought me a bottle of Don Julio, 50 what 3 bottle I forgot the 750 milliliter. So I buy that. I'm drinking that to the face, to the face, to the face. And mind you, it's so hot outside. It's 109 degrees, and it's only 10 in the morning at this time. So I'm sitting there like just getting drunk, thinking that this is gonna be a great vibe, and then we all know how that ended out. Like I got snuck, I got grabbed by security, they escorted me to the fucking other side of the building. What people don't know is that I was never escorted outside of the building. What people don't know is that I fought Darrell after I fought Jonathan. What people don't know is Chef D jumped into the fight. What people don't know is that I was trying to get my lick back the
I
whole
can't
time.
stand him either. Oh
Right.
my god.
What people don't know is that my friend had pulled up an hour later, and we was waiting for them outside. That's what people don't know.
Wait, so you fought
So,
Darrell after Jonathan snuck you and Chef D
yes,
jumped in?
After Jonathan snuck me, Lemuel, the CEO for the president for
I know.
Lemmy, he ended up coming out and he was talking to me. And mind you, Lemmy's so short in person, he's like up to here to me, like for real, for real. So he's telling security. Security's like, should we take him out? He's like, no, he's not going nowhere. Keep him right here. Put him in the back. Actually, he still got a chance to audition because they like that. They like I just caused this big uproar of ruckus. And mind you, this was before the auditions even started. I was like the first situation, mind you, because you remember I didn't get to audition. So
Right,
this
so
is
I'm like, what happened?
right.
How
This
you
is
gonna
all
say all that and then we didn't see you after that?
right. But this is what happened. My ass couldn't stay on pause. I had to press play. Once I went in the bathroom to call my best friend. I'm like, yo, I just got jumped. Not jumped. I was like, I just got sidelined, whatever the case may be, by Jonathan, whatever the case may be. And it was weird for me because going into the auditions, I was actually happy that he was a judge because he was the only one that I liked on the show. You understand? So going in, I'm like, okay, Jonathan's the judge. That's cool. Like, I'm gonna make it. Like, we got this. And we even talked before prior. Like, I got videos of all that. But long story short, I was in the bathroom. I'm calling my best friend, and long behold, I don't know if production sent them in there, but out of all 2,000 people in that office, in that lobby, in that building, why the hell do Chef D and Darrell walk in the bathroom, and it's just me in there? What a security
They
guard
probably
too.
set you up. They set
Right,
you
what a
up.
security guard.
They set you
But this is
up.
the thing. You don't got to set me up. I'm going to set the tone. So when he walked in the bathroom, I said, you pussy. He said, don't say nothing to me. And I popped on him. And I beat him up, like cooked him in the bathroom. And this is confirmed by plenty of people that seen the fight. They didn't see the fight in the bathroom. They seen the fight as we was getting pulled out the bathroom. I'm cracking him, security, Chef D, whoever the fuck in my way getting hit. Respectfully. But people don't talk about that. All they want to talk about is, oh, you and Jonathan, you and Jonathan, you and Jonathan. So I just be telling them, suck my dick and move around. For real, for real.
Because that's all we seen. Because you was you was talking to Darrell, and then he kind of walked up behind you, just started hitting you, and just threw you into
Right.
the mirror, and you didn't even get a chance to defend yourself because security
Right.
literally picked you up. And then that's when everybody started looking like, why would you do that? Like that had nothing to do with you. Darrell has a big ass mouth. He thinks he's
Right.
Beyonce. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's most hated now, but it's just like he could fight for himself. You know what I'm
But
saying?
then
So
when
that's when people started seeing Jonathan. Like, okay, you're doing too much. That wasn't needed.
yeah, it was very much uncalled for. I'm from the streets, so I really don't mind. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing like that ever happened before. I've been snuck plenty of times. I've been in situations like that plenty of times. But what people don't understand is when you in a situation like that and there's security and shit involved, they're not work they're not working for my favor. They're working in his favor. So the thing is, let's get this boy out of here and protect Jonathan. It's not like let's protect this boy. Is we're gonna put him in a headlock. We're gonna grab his feet. We're gonna grab his fingers. We're gonna do whatever we got to do to get this boy up out of here. Excuse me, to get this boy up out of here before this escalate. And we're gonna make sure Jonathan's fine. Because if you watch, security grabs him off me, but security was already holding me.
That's
So it really
why.
wasn't nothing I could do. And I don't give a fuck what people think, how much they think he could fight. I don't give a fuck if they thought he was a big fucking hitter, a big stepper, a big thumper. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If that man would have asked me for a fade, he would have got exactly what he was looking for.
So are you guys cool now, or are you still
We
not really messing
we
with
know
him?
we spoke, but isn't that won't never be my boy. Like we can never be friends. You snuck me. You did weird shit. Like you got one chance with me. Once I see you a weirdo, you're a weirdo. It is what it is. We don't have to have problems, but he's not my cup of tea. And then I see that he does that consistently, like he did it on the new season. He just sneak people. That's what he do.
Him and Mo City.
Right? They just sneak people. But I fuck with Mo City. That's my boy.
I can't stand him either.
I'm crying. He cool in person though.
But I'm gonna put a pin on that question because I'm gonna have a question for that later that involves two other people. But moving on. So how did this whole Playboy situation come up?
Like me getting on the show.
Like who reached out to you? How did that go out? How did the process go?
it's funny because me and Isaiah ended up having words on social media over a opinion that I had on South Central Baddies, I think it was. And then he had wrote something like, "Oh, but you got beat up at the at the Bad Boys audition." So I had wrote him like, "Fuck you, fuck your show, fuck this, fuck that." So when I heard about play, oh, this is how true it is. And fuck him because I don't like this nigga and I'm gonna smack him when I see him. But that Rel Savage nigga, he had wrote me and he was like, "Oh, you should try out for South Central Playboys," because he was supposed to be on the cast already. So Rel Savage had reached out to me, and that's the boy from Bobby, I Love You, or
I
whatever.
know, bro.
So yeah, he reached out to me and he told me about it. But my thing was like, I'm not going to try out for this show. I already had an argument with Isaiah. Even though we squashed it, I still was like, he's not going to pick me. So I ended up writing Isaiah. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna shoot my shot. I ended up writing Isaiah. I was like, so when's these auditions happening? Like straight like that. Like, oh, can I try out for your show? No, none of that. I'm like, so when is these auditions? Like, real aggressive, real New York with it. Like, and he's like, "Oh, they coming up and such and such." So when I tell you, I was sleeping in my bed, and I woke up like 10 minutes before the audition started, and I woke up. I'm like, "Fuck it, let me just jump on the live." I jumped on the live, and literally from there, I knew I was casted. I knew I was casted because it was like everybody that jumped on the live was dirty, bums, looked nasty, looked dirty, looked dusty. Like, so I'm just like, this is the competition. I just woke up out my bed and I look better than old. And I'm not even talking about facial. I'm talking about like put together, put on a better outfit, put like shape up. You feel me? Like looking clean. Like these niggas was looking like they was really like about to go to sleep and just doing anything for the cameras. So I was like, all right, I know for a fact. And then the way I took my shit is like, it's undeniable that I'm going to put on a show. Like I'm going to give a show. So I was like, I got this. And next thing you know, I got a call probably 2 days later. Like I got a call the next day from Isaiah. He DM'd me, he asked me for my number, he called me, he was like, I want you on my show. He was like, don't tell nobody, but I want you on my show. You're one of the first people I'm picking. And I feel like you're gonna be great for the cast. And I told him, I said, I promise you, this is gonna be a good move for you and a good move for me.
You was excited.
I was excited, but it wasn't nothing major because my hopes were still with the Zeus. You feel me with Zeus? I still wanted to be on Bad Boys, so I felt kind of like I was taking a step down. But let me say, after doing it, I am all the way team now that CV. The way they treat you from production, the way they have you living, you don't have to come out of pocket for nothing. It's not as much of a setup situation. Like they naturally let shit go. Like they let shit naturally happen. It's not going to be production telling me in my ear like, oh, go punch this person in their face, like, or go in the bathroom, like I just said, like go in the bathroom because he's in it. It's not shit like that. Like they just picked a bunch of rowdy, raunchy people and threw us all in one house, and you gonna get a show. You gonna get a show. They don't got to set shit up. So I love the fact that I'm with now that CV, and I think I'm stuck with them, and they stuck with me for real, for real.
So the thing about Zeus is, I think it's pretty obvious. Nobody that goes to the actual auditions that are regular,
Right.
they don't get picked. They already have their cast pre-picked before they even announce auditions. I already knew it. That's why I didn't go, and I really wasn't interested because all they do is fight. It's like, how do we prosper from fighting? Who's gonna want to work with the sponsors, big people, MTV? They're not gonna f with people. It's already hard for us as black people and Spanish people, brown folks to get in the door already. Why go on something that's gonna degrade us and it's gonna put more of a tarnish for them to make an excuse like, oh, we can't have you, Ant, because you went to this and then we seen it. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you missing out on Zeus is really not that big of a
It
deal
really
because
wasn't.
you
Maybe
think
the pay is a little different, but as in like it being the platform wise, I feel like I did exactly what I needed to do, and I'm at the right place. I feel like I'm home. I'm home. They can't get rid of me now. You can't get rid of me. I
well,
feel
here's
like
the thing.
I am the most talked about Playboy from now that's TV in general. Whether who won, whether who lost, whether who's the most popular, I am the most talked about Playboy from the show.
I hear you. Well, let me tell you this. Zeus, I personally feel like they have their picks and chooses with who and how they want to pay people. So it ain't all peaches and cream. So for example, Dre Baby could go on there with you and he could probably get paid $4,000 because he's known from Bigo. He gets sponsored from Bigo. Versus you, who's regular, you probably get paid like 1,200 just for 3 weeks. and then they can make it seem like, oh, well, everybody got paid the same amount. No, they don't. So it really ain't no different than now that's TV. Even over on that network, I don't know who get paid more, but I know everybody ain't getting paid the same. There's no way. It don't matter what network you on. Everybody ain't
Well,
getting paid the same.
I could tell you, me and Dre Baby got paid the same. I can tell you that much. Like,
Everybody's
legal or
saying
not.
that because Dooley said the same thing, and Kendall's saying he got paid more, and everybody's saying that, but it's like,
From what
and
I know for a fact, and this is not to speak on nobody else's income, I know Maul for surely got paid a little more than most of the cast because I've seen his check.
I mean, yeah, he won. He got
No,
ten
but I'm
k
talking
now.
about like coming into the show, he got paid a little more.
I know I was being trying to be funny, but okay.
I
I hope
would
this don't
believe
start no
Kendall though
ruckus.
because Kendall did the coming up ATL as well, so I would believe Kendall as well.
Okay. So flying out and then going to South Central LA, everybody was in this room. And it was Dre Baby Mall. I remember I think Mac was there. And Pharaoh, and then Dooley, and then Kendall came in. Now this is all before you even came in there.
Mm-hmm.
They had words with Pharaoh. They started going back and forth. They end up jumping him, which was a punk ass move. They just going at it, and then later on down the line, for some weird reason, Dawn and Mac end up getting into it, and then they go at it round and round. And then after they're done, that's when you kind of came in when everybody was just getting ready to
Oh no,
leave.
I came in prior to Mac and Dawn fight, and I already had walked in, but they kind of edited the scene out a little bit. But no, it shows me coming in first, and then it shows as I'm taking my shit off, taking off my ring and shit like that. That's when Dawn walks in and he sneaks Mac.
Okay, so seeing all the chaos, how did you feel? Even though it had nothing to do with you, it's just like, what were you thinking? Like, oh shit, here we go. Like,
Walking into the situation, I already knew I had this target on my back because, like I said, and it's not to keep bringing this up, but people live for this one moment, the audition from Zeus. People live for that moment. So it was like in the group chat. When I tell you nobody at all, they would share that video. They would say, "Oh, he can't fight. He can't do this." When I see, I want problems with him. I want like it would just be a what the hell? That's so much noise. Oh no, I'm sorry. So it
no,
would
it's
just be
fine.
so much. It would just be so much like maybe hold on. I'm gonna answer the question on the fire truck pass by.
It's fine.
You can hear me though.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so yeah. So basically, like going in, it was just this target on my back where people just assuming that I was this person that I wasn't. Mind you, even if you watch the auditions, you will see that it never gave pussy. I was sitting there talking my shit. I was never scared. Yes, I got hit, whatever the case may be, whatever you may call it, but it never gave pussy. So it was just weird for me to see like that people was really because from where I'm from, I'm well respected. People know me. Like I feel me, like I could go outside anywhere and nobody would play on my top. But I have these group of boys that I never met from a can of paint talking shit. So I'm just telling them like I'm not with the arguing shit. See me when you see me. So when I came in on demon time. Like it was no talking, it was no nothing. Like when I came in, I saw Dooley. Dooley was talking the most shit in the group chat. Dooley humbled down because Dooley just got his ass whooped 2-3 days prior. And it was a video of him getting beat up in the club. So he went from popping all this hot shit to being a humble nigga after because it's like we just seen you get your ass whooped. You feel me? So it's like now you gotta humble up a little bit. Then we had Kendall, we had Solo, we had them. They was like the Powerpuff, the Powerpuff bitches. Like I was annoyed with them. Like anytime we in a group chat, it's just them three coming at somebody like Fun Dip or Maul or me, and that's how me and Maul ended up getting cool before the show because I had tapped into the group chat and them three was all like hopping on him. Not saying that he was letting it rock, but they was all three coming at him like, "Oh, if you fight one, we gonna all fight you." And I'm like, if y'all think y'all gonna just be jumping
I'm
people,
not
that's not gonna
surprised.
happen, huh?
I said I'm not surprised.
Right. So I'm telling them like if y'all think y'all just gonna be hopping niggas, that's not what's going on. That's not what we going for. So that's how my little alliance ended up getting created. My alliance was originally Maul and Fun Dip and I believe Cashy, but not so much Cashy because I was just told by somebody else that he was cool. You feel me? So they like he's cool. Don't worry about him. He's cool. So I was like, all right, bet. But it was more so the people that they thought they was gonna bully. So when I got there, I was just on demon time. I was ready to fight any one of them three people. Solo wasn't there. Kendall ain't want no smoke, and Kendall ended up being very cool as well. And Dooley was on mute. When I tell you mute, Pharaoh did not want no problems. He heard, oh, I was gonna walk up to him and sock him, but my hand hurt. Your hand hurt from the contract signing to the last day, and you had 400 fights. What do you mean you didn't want to sock me? You should have socked me. You should have did your big one. Fuck was you waiting for?
I
But to each his
mean,
own.
well, when we seen it, it was just like you were just walking back and forth, like I'm on demon time, I'm ready. If anybody want to fight, y'all was talking shit in the group chat, let's do it. And they was just sitting there, and I don't know if they was just sitting there like they didn't take you seriously,
No, it was
or
giving
they just
scared.
thought
It was
they
giving
just
scared.
thought you thought they were scared.
What they was scared because there's no way in hell. I promise you, whether I take you serious or not. First of all, Kendall wear wigs, and that's not even to be funny. Kendall is a very small boy. Like, if anything, why would you take Kendall serious? Why would you take Dooley serious and not take somebody that's walking in ski masked up, sweatsuit on, talking about he want to fight? Like, what do you mean you're not taking me serious? The worst thing to do is not take it serious.
I mean,
Because
I
now
didn't
y'all
take
just
half
look
of them
like y'all
seriously.
getting punked on TV.
Even when some people fight, I still don't take them serious. Like, look, you have to do all that for that. Like,
But
y'all
it
have
was
to do all that. Not
wait,
you, but I'm saying like in general, like y'all
but
have to
that's what I'm
do
saying. I
jump
don't feel like I
people.
did too much. I feel like I came in and I was just acting like, where's all the group chat energy? You get what I'm saying? Like, it was never like, oh, so what's up? Like, you
You
never heard
said
me
that.
get
I
loud.
remember.
You never
Hmm.
heard me get loud. You never heard me get too animated. My thing was, it was a whole lot of talking in the group chat. Y'all talking about y'all gonna punch me when y'all see me. Y'all gonna hit me first. Y'all gonna do this. Y'all gonna do that. And now I'm here and y'all all just sitting down. I guess because y'all already had a fight. Y'all should have been popping that shit. Now your next fight is here. Get up. Somebody get up. Now, but if I would have started swinging, then I would have been a bully. But I was just testing the waters. I came in to test the energy, and nobody had that energy. So that's why I calmed down the rest of the season.
Okay, so you guys go to the photo shoot. How was that? Your experience with the photo shoot?
The photo shoot was dope. I like the photo shoot. I thought the outfits was gonna be a little more like my bad for the training again.
No, it's
I thought
fine.
I thought the outfits was gonna be a little more like high fashion because Zoe is a celebrity stylist, so I didn't expect for the robes. I liked it though. Don't get me wrong, and the motherfucking sailor hats. I didn't expect for that. I expected to be like dipped down in some shit, but the photo shoot overall was very fun, and it wasn't too much drama. Fun Dip had me crying. Kendall had me crying. Other than that, it was cool. It was cool vibes.
Okay, so where did the beef with you and Farrell start? Actually, no. Pause that. I skipped something. Before that, Solo comes to the house. Before that, you were just looking for a problem. You was looking to fight. You were just like, I'm waiting for somebody. I know they got somebody for me. A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And I'm just like, Aunt, nobody has a problem with you. Why are you looking for a problem?
Okay,
And
now
then Solo came, and then y'all fought. And
let's
I'm
make
like,
it make sense.
see,
Let's make
I'm
it
like,
make
see,
sense. So my fault. Go ahead. You were still
no, no,
talking.
no, no. I was just saying, like, I'm like, see,
Okay, so look. So Solo and me was already supposed to fight from day one. Solo ended up missing his flight. So remember when Papa wasn't there at first.
mm-hmm.
So when we was downstairs that day that Papa 4C, you see they talking about, oh, I got somebody, we bringing them in, whatever. They told us that Solo will no longer be attending the show, that Solo is not a cast member no more, and that they have a replacement.
Mm.
So when Papa came in, you see I still put my ski mask on. I went to the bathroom, I changed, I put on my do-rag, whatever the case may be. I got ready for a fight because I know this is TV and it could go any which way. I already been here, I've done that with Zeus. It could go any way. But right, it could go left real quick. So long story short, what people don't understand, it was never me looking for a fight. It was me not being stupid. I know that this nigga's still coming because I still got him on Instagram and I see that he just posted that he was in fucking California. He lives in Texas. What the fuck is he doing out here if he's not on the show? So now I'm walking around on 10 because I know y'all got this person coming for me. Y'all trying to make it seem like there's nothing. So what y'all don't get to see is I walked up to Isaiah in the kitchen and I told him, I said straight up, Isaiah, listen to me. You're going to get the show you want. But do y'all have somebody coming in for me today? Isaiah told me straight up, and I fuck with him for this. He said, just stay on your 10. And when he
It
said
was
that, I
real.
knew for a fact that meant somebody was coming in for me. So that's why I told them I cut camera short. We're not gonna keep on having these fake conversations. What if somebody do come? What if? What if? I know he outside. Bring this nigga inside already. What we waiting for? Bring him in.
And now we have the answer to why that happened. This is why I got this. Because we need to know this. So everybody could stop going off in the comments.
Right. Right. Assuming that I was looking for a fight. Solo wanted to fight me because Dooley. And Dooley, I guess Dooley ain't want to fight me. So Solo said that he'll take the fight. Solo ain't win that fight. Solo cool as fuck. But Solo came and took a fight that he couldn't win. And it was what it was. Like, I was not getting beat up by no nigga that I don't know that thought he was going to beat me up. It was not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all assume. Not you, but I don't care what the fans assume happened. But I was not getting my ass whooped. Not today.
That makes a lot of sense, especially for me, but that makes a lot of sense. So where did the beef with you and Pharaoh start?
Me and Pharaoh's beef started, and I don't want to talk about him too much because he's one of them people that irk my soul. Like, he's just like a clout chaser. But we were supposed to film a different show together. It was called Reality Rehab. The cast insisted of, I'm just gonna give you a couple people that was on the cast. It was basically like the same concept of the Academy, people that was on TV trying to come back to change and to be a better person. So it was a mixed cast of males and females. SoCal Barbie was on the show. Rel Savage was on the show. Hot Wheels was on the show. Pink,
I'm sick of
uh,
her too.
Pink was on the show. Et was on the show, and long behold, Pharaoh was on the show. So I'm on the show as well. So randomly, nobody at all. The producer calls my phone. The producer's like, "So how do you know Pharaoh?" And I'm like, I don't know this boy from nowhere. I don't even know what show he's coming from because everybody came from TV. My redemption was coming from the Bad Boys audition. His redemption was coming from the show Catfish. And I never knew. So I looked it up. I seen him. Mind you, he's the one getting catfish, but the catfish is dubbing him. How you get catfish? You go to the catfish house and they tell you they don't want you. Make it make sense. Like, you feel me? So long story short, I just seen him. I thought he was a whole joke. They was like, "Do you know Pharaoh? Whatever." I'm like, "No, I don't really know him. Like, I seen the show that y'all told me to watch or whatever." So they like, "Yeah, he wants to fight you." Like, flat out, flat out. Like, I'm like, "What he want to fight me for? That's weird." Like, they like,
Right.
"Oh, because he said something about you for his friend." So
Who
two
was
and
his
two
friend?
automatically clicked in. Darrell's his friend. So I paid it no mind. I'm like, okay, this is that TV shit. We do a live. We doing the introduce the cast. Let's meet the cast. So we all going on live, talking about ourselves, saying where we from, whatever the case may be. I'm one of the first boys they bring up. I'm talking about how I'm from New York. The producer's like, "Oh, I like the way you dress." So I'm like, "Oh, I'm from New York. That's how, like, we dress in New York. That's what we do.
You
Like,
got
that's what New York's
style.
known for." Yeah, you feel me? You cannot have style and still have a little bit of style being from New York. So long story short, he comes on live to introduce himself, but instead of introducing himself, he's like, "I don't know what that bum ass New York nigga was talking about, but he don't get fly." He goes in his closet. He starts showing all his designer and name brands and shit. And it was never a competition, but I seen the weird shit that he was on. Long story short, I get casted for Playboys. A week later, he's casted for Playboys because he was not casted at first. He's casted. So it's like, "Oh, you following me." So in the house, I tried to play cordial because me and Dre Baby ended up being really cool, and him and Dre Baby was cool. So me and Dre Baby was really, really, really cool. You feel me? Like, we would always speak. Dre Baby would, "Yo, bro, you want to drink today? I'm about to get a bottle. Yo, bro, you want to use my vape?" Like, Dre is one of them people. So I
You
would
watch him on
always just,
Bigo?
yeah, huh?
You watch him on Bigos?
I never knew Dre Baby prior to shooting the show. I knew
I
Dre Baby
did.
from the group chat, and we got cool because somebody had asked me to fight him. And I told him, like, "No, Dre Baby seemed cool. If anything, like, that's gonna be my boy." And Dre Baby had me crying because he was like, "Bro, I will pay you like $500 to fight people for me. Why would you fight me?" So I'm
Who
like,
said that?
Dre Baby. He was like, "I'll cash app you real quick," and I'm like, "Nah." Dre Baby is hilarious, and I was like, "Okay, in case I need that cash app, let me be cool with this one, and I'll fuck with you." But I just tried to be very cordial with Pharaoh because we never met each other. We never had a situation in real life. It was, you didn't like me because of something that you didn't know about. Long story short, he would just pick at me for everything. Like, "Bro, I eat a grape." This nigga's like, "Why are you touching the grapes? The grapes is mine. I'm a vegan." Hey, bro, I had one grape. Relax. The fuck, like. It's just everything I did in the house, and then it came down to the point where he was doing shit intentionally just to have a problem with me. From the taking the picture off the wall, and he said it in his confessional. Oh, I'm taking my picture off the wall, and I heard Ant was this and that, and so I'm gonna start with Ant. Okay, cool. Difference between me and you is I don't got to start no fake beef. You want to fight me? All you got to do is ask to fight me. You don't gotta fucking make no fake shit. You don't gotta make no fake beef. You don't gotta make no fake storylines. Say you want to fight, nigga, and we gonna get in the field. Win, lose, draw. But he's one of those weirdos, so
So
neither
when
here
he,
nor there.
so he fought you. I remember y'all had a conversation, and this was after he said this was after he said his hand was broke, and this is why I'm so confused on that. I guess he asked you about something, or someone said something, and you answered it. And while you were talking, he just hauls off and just steals off you and hits
Right.
you. Y'all start fighting, and then they break it up. And then I was confused, and I'm not with the bullying. I don't really like how they treated Pharaoh, regardless of how anybody feels. But I just feel like that one situation raised the eyebrow for me because I'm just like, your hand was broke when you fought everybody else, but why when it comes to Ant, it's like you just ready to fight.
Let me give you a little bit behind the scenes for that too. So if you realize I fought solo that same day. And I was already complaining, and that was the day of the basketball challenge. I was already complaining about my hand being swollen and needing ice for my hand because of the solo situation. My finger's already fractured, and I don't know if you could tell off rip, but my finger's like bent and is like out of shape and shit. And
Mm,
like you can see it, like it's like very like swollen. Like so, if I have a fight, my finger will just like jam up or whatever the case may be. So my finger was fucked up. I couldn't even play the basketball challenge. Like, and I was letting it be known, like, oh, I wish my hand didn't hurt. So he took that opportunity of me saying my hand was fucked up to fight me. That's what I feel like. And his hand was never like when I tell you I no signs of his hands ever being fucked up. Like it was just word of mouth. Like production all knew my hand was fucked up. Like it was almost to the point where they wanted to take me to the hospital.
mm-mm,
Pharaoh was just really word of mouth. Pharaoh was never no like, oh my gosh, he needs ice, he needs this, he needs that. Like it was just my hand hurt, and he used that, and he did it smart. He used that so when he get his ass whooped, it could be, oh my hand hurt. I can't fight right because my hand hurt. But mind you, whole time you won't see no bloody knuckles, no swollen fingers, no nothing on that boy. You won't see him icing his hand, nothing. But his hand was
mm-mm,
so broke the whole season.
mm-mm. So you kind of were like, you took a step back from the drama. We didn't really see where everybody else was showing their ass. You did do the challenges. How did you feel about doing the challenges?
I gave I put shout out to myself because I won every challenge in that house. Only challenge that I did lose was basketball, and that was a tournament. So I didn't just lose basketball. I lost to the last team. But my team did advance in the basketball challenge, and every challenge I did, we won. So I felt good about the challenges for surely.
Okay. Can you hear me
Yeah,
clearly?
I hear you.
Okay, because I got this thing. I'm about to take it off. So, I want to talk about this. This really has nothing to do with you, but this situation does towards like the end of it. The whole house is against Pharaoh. Everybody's bullying him, and it's literally taking a whole village to just against this one man. And as viewers, we were pissed off because it's like, okay, what is y'all bullying this man for? Like, if he don't want to fight, why does everybody keep attacking him? And then I remember this one scene where he came at you with a tennis racket. And I was thinking, I'm like, how you gonna go after him with a tennis racket, but you didn't do that with Cashy's big? First of all, that's the first person I would have used a weapon against, and I don't even
First of
need
all,
to
and
use
then mind
weapons.
you, remember Maul just whooped his ass the night before at the Easter dinner.
Put a pin in that because I knew I skipped over something, but I'm gonna get to that.
So it was more so like I said, Pharaoh would pick and people would feel like he's just this victim, but he was also playing a part in the in the starting drama vibes. Like I seen him when I walked out. This is when we voting for Dawn on Maul to go home. I see him sitting on the floor. He looks so defeated. Like, yes, we almost fought the day before at dinner, whatever the case may be, but I'm not a just keep on going after somebody type of person. He's sitting on the floor looking defeated, like if he just lost the war. Like, and I just see him and I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna say nothing to him. I just walk, I go cast my vote. I come back downstairs, minding my business, nobody at all. I just see a tennis racket go flying past my face. Then I see somebody running up with a tennis racket. And he don't hit me. He end up hitting my my finger again. That's why I was like, my finger. Like My finger instantly
That
swells
must
up.
have hurt.
Yes, it's black and blue. It's like because I blocked the hit with my hand, so my finger's black and blue. My hand's swollen. My hand's shaking. Like it's to the point where I can't even defend myself in a situation now. And I mean, if I have to, I will. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, my hand hurt. You can hit me. I'm not gonna hit you back. I'm still gonna fight you." But isn't it's to the point where he's already on the floor. If I wanted to be a bully, I would have went while the security tackled him and nobody's holding me. I would have kicked that boy all up in his motherfucking jaw. But I decided to play the bigger person because he didn't hurt me. He hit my hand. I blocked it. So I'm like, let me just play the bigger person because what we're not gonna keep doing is making this the Pharaoh show. But I'm gonna get my lick
I
back.
wish everybody had that mindset, cause Lord,
But I got my
or
lick back. I'm not a camera person. I don't care about like I will do it for the cameras, but if my opportunity is right here, you think I'm gonna be like production, production, production? Come here and hurry up and get this. No, I got my lick back. I had that boy running, running, running. Get him away from me! Get him away from me! Get him away from me! Running in circles around the kitchen counter. Like that boy don't want no smoke. And I left it at that. After that, I said I don't gotta fight you no more. You're pussy.
okay. So go back to the dinner thing. So after they had the, I called it the Last Supper. When y'all had the Last Supper, Maul makes this speech that I knew was going to be BS, and I knew what he was going to do, and he ends up attacking Pharaoh, and it has something to do with. Actually, no, it has something to do with something different. But after they fight, something is rung up about somebody going around the house saying something or showing somebody a picture, somebody fucking, whatever the case may be. Fun Dip goes up to you and says, "That's not your tea. You don't need to be involved in it. This, that, and the third." And then you guys have back and forth, and he hauls off and hits you. Y'all start fighting. Y'all get 3 rounds in. What was the issue about? What was he talking about? And what did you supposedly do that pissed
Okay,
him off?
so me, Kendall, and Maul was already talking about the Easter dinner because Pharaoh was already doing weird shit, and more so with me because he would really bother me. Like he would just do shit to start with me. Kendall had a problem with him because of the boyfriend situation, and Maul had a problem with him because he voted for him. So us three all had like a legitimate problem with Pharaoh, if you want to call it that. My problem, I would say, was maybe the most serious because he will always pick at me, and I'm not saying pick at me like I'm getting bullied, but like just like out of all the situations in the house and all the people fighting you, you just worried about you on my dick. So it's like I just want you to hop off. That's all I want. But since you're not hopping off, I'm gonna give you something at this Easter dinner. So the original thing was I was gonna fight Pharaoh at the Easter dinner.
Mm.
So long story short, I'm telling Maul and I'm telling Kendall. Kendall was my roommate, Maul, my boy, so you know we chill all the time. So I'm telling Maul, I'm like, listen, bro, at the Easter dinner, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. We gonna make it. We gonna do. I'm gonna do my big one, basically. So Maul ended up getting to him first. Kendall didn't fight because Kendall had on a wig, and I guess Kendall didn't want his wig to come off. And the
Oh,
next best,
boohoo.
huh?
I said, oh, boohoo.
I'm crying. So the next best thing for me was the fact that Kendall had a video of him going in Pharaoh's room trying on his clothes. So if you remember, the reason why me and Pharaoh fought is because he said that I was sneaking around the house. I was sneaking around the house and going in the back room, and he don't trust people in the room. So he decided to sneak me, haul off, and try to get his little ones in. But there's a video of somebody in your closet trying on your clothes. I need to see this energy. I need to see the same energy. So where I'm from, I'm gonna call out bullshit. Now, if I'm sitting there, I'm gonna give you an example. If I sit there and I constantly come for you, you personally, you on the show, I come for you, come for you, come for you, come for you, and you try to be the bigger person, but then you see somebody coming, you see somebody doing the same shit. You feel me that I'm trying to come at you for. Now you're gonna be like, bro, where's the energy you had for me? Where's the energy you had for me the other like when you was
So I
trying to
can't
fight me
breathe.
for sneaking around and I never was sneaking around. Now you got this nigga actually sneaking around. Where's the energy? So that's and then mind you, again, Kendall was my roommate. So we already explained this, had this conversation. It was never Fun Dip's business. It was never his business. But he seen the opportunity, he took it, he swung, he got whooped, and it was what it was. Y'all only seen the snippet. He got whooped. Y'all not getting every angle, every detail, every nothing. He got whooped. So I didn't really give a fuck if he had an opinion or not. It was to the point where I whooped you. Now I don't even got to talk to you no more. And then they didn't show him apologizing, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That was not my place." Da, 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 da. Like, yeah, y'all do it for the cameras. A lot of y'all niggas do it for the cameras, but it is what
What's
it
with
is.
this whole brother thing? Everybody calling people my brother. This
Right,
my y'all just met each other. Y'all not
right,
friends.
right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I would get really cool with these people because they would just use these words like brother this, brother that, or brother, could I use your slippers? And Fundip was one of the people that, like, can I use your slippers, brother? Can I wear this? Can I wear that? And it was like, okay, he's cool as fuck. And I really liked Fundip in the house. Fundip was like a vibe. So
Mm-hmm.
when that all happened, it just took me for a loop. I'm like, hold on, who the fuck is this? Where the boys go? Where every, like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, so when me and Fun did for it was what it was, but it just was like, you telling me not to put nobody. That's not my tea. That's not my tea. I'm making it my tea because this is the same nigga that fought me because I went in his room and I never went in his room. I never even went in that closet that he slept in. He slept in the motherfucking closet on the floor, not on the airbed, not on nothing, on the floor, on the carpet.
Who? Who?
He slept in the closet. He slept in one
Wait,
closet.
who's
Dre Baby
he?
slept in the other closet.
Who's he? Who? Fun Dipper?
Pharaoh.
Oh,
So I never been in that room, but I had to fight you. I had to catch a fade. I had to catch a fade because you assumed that I was in your room playing dress up. But now there's a video of Kendall playing dress up. Where's the energy at? He's sitting at the end of the table like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But if it was it, you would have cared. That was my big thing about it. And I'm not pussy, so I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh well, it's okay. I don't care. No, I care. I care. You pick and choose ass pussy ass nigga. What's up? What we doing?
you know what? You know what? I'm talking to you, and this is why I had you first in the lineup. When I sat back and I was thinking like, you know what? I'm not gonna try to judge too much because it's something about him. Because a lot of people feel like you're corny because of how you act.
I don't give a
I
fuck what
feel
they.
like I feel like hearing what you're saying now, and this is from your perspective, I feel like I have an answer to why people may feel like that. And I feel like I've been in this boat too when I was younger. I'm only 25, but still doesn't matter. But it seems to me like you have this exterior where it's like you put yourself out there in the forefront to have this type of confidence that people may think like, oh, you think you're better than her, or you think you tough and you just be the wooty wooty do. I'm looking at it now where it's just like I think it's because you feel like you're the easier target versus everybody in the room. But when it's other people, it's like nobody gives the same energy that they would give you. Especially since what just happened on the Zeus auditions, it's a little bit harder for you. So it's like you want that respect. Like even if I lose, I should still have that respect. You get what
It's
I'm
not.
saying?
I get what you're saying, but it's not that. I'm gonna keep it being with you. It's not that. I feel like I I demand respect. It is what it is. You're not gonna. It's not. Oh, I feel like you should give me respect. You're gonna respect me, and if you don't respect me, I'm not gonna respect you. And whatever you get from me, whether you like it, whether you think it's corny, whether you indifferent, whatever the fuck the case may be, you can suck my dick, and I mean that when I say that. I don't say it because it's like, oh, I'm from New York, suck my dick. No, if you don't like me, suck my dick. If you don't fuck with me, suck my dick. I don't give a fuck. In real life, I have a million friends. I've never came in this house looking for approval from fucking 16 other niggas who don't get no money, who don't get money, who don't got motion, who don't get to no bag. I never came for no approval from them. I never came for their approval. Now, as in, I can understand where people might think, oh, he think he's so tough, but this is really me. Just like y'all walk in the street, and if somebody say something to y'all gonna stay on y'all 10. Just like when y'all walking in the street, if somebody put their hands on y'all gonna stay on y'all 10. Just like if you scrolling on Instagram and somebody say something to you gonna reply. I'm a regular ass person at the end of the day. This ain't no. I'm not no fucking P Diddy, Kanye West. I'm not none of these niggas. I'm still Ant from the block. I'm
Oh,
Ant
they
from New
get
York.
people behind the scenes, even if you were. They send people behind the scenes after people.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm still a regular. What Cardi B said, I'm still a regular, degular nigga from New York. Like I'm this, not that. And I'm really, like I said, I'm one of the coolest people you will ever meet in life. I will give you the shirt off my back. I will make sure you eat. I'm one of those people. Like I'm not. I'm not a conniving person. I'm a very loyal to a T person. But once you show me you're disloyal or you're a weirdo, I just can't rock with you. And if y'all, it's like I don't give a fuck if people think I'm corny because in real life, the people that they love is really the corny ones. The fan favorite is Dooley. He's the corniest nigga in real life on the cast. Mac, he's corny. He's fake in real life. These are niggas that are really, really fake. Like you really chill with them and you will not want to chill with them again. I'm one of the people that you'll chill with and you're like, oh, I love Ant in person. So I really don't give a fuck what the fans think. I'm gonna keep it a band with you, and this ain't to come at nobody's opinions, but fuck you, fuck your opinions, fuck how you feel. Because when y'all see me in person, it's oh hey Ant, I like you on the show. But when y'all in the comments, it's oh I don't like this nigga. He's this, he's that. I don't give a fuck, and that's from the bottom of my heart. I don't give a fuck, and I mean that. Whether niggas think I'm corny, whether niggas think I'm cool, whether niggas think I'm fucking lame as fuck, that's on y'all. That's on not you per se, but that's on
No, I
them.
know you.
And I will never change who I am because I'm really the coolest nigga. Like I have a million friends. If I was one of them people that only have 2 friends in real life, and I have a million friends in real life. Like in real life, my friends got real motion, real music people. Like do music, do movies, do shit like that. Like I'm not I'm not worried about no fucking regular ass basic ass person who fucking come on. Anyways, next question, please.
Okay, so did anything else happen in the middle of the season? Because this was a while ago. I don't think anything else happened. Oh, the last episode, Isaiah pressed everybody because somebody said his breath stink. Who said his breath stink?
Mac.
Who said it and who was scared?
Mac.
You sure it wasn't Kendall?
It
Because
was
they made
Mac.
it seem like it was Kendall.
No, Kendall was told the information and Kendall whispered it in Zell's ear. It was Mac who said Isaiah's breath stink. And it was me who said, I hope y'all don't talk about me like that when I walk out. Because not about no hygiene, because one thing about it, 2 things for certain, any playboy in that house to tell you, fucked up teeth, breath never stink, body never stink, underarm never musty. They will tell you, real talk. Because I seen a couple comments like, oh, it looked like his breath stink. I don't give a fuck about the teeth. Breath never stink. But they just like when they was talking about it, I'm like, I hope y'all don't talk about me like that. Just in general, like I hope y'all when I walk away, y'all not like, oh he annoying, or oh he look like this, or he look like that. Look at them teeth. You feel me? Like I just hope that y'all keep the same energy y'all keep with me in my face. But I realized Mac did that a lot. But Mac is the one who said Isaiah's breath stink. Mac was calling him stink in the house, and Isaiah thought it was a cute little nickname, mind you. He's calling you stink because your breath stink.
Wait, who? Matt calls Isaiah stink?
Yes. So
I can't.
so real talk, it was like okay, Max said it. Like if we be all the way real, and the reason why I can tell y'all Max said it because ain't no snitching me, ain't no hoeing me, but it's the fact that you sat there and acted like you had no parts of it and you blamed it on other people when it was you. Like standing your 10 when Isaiah came in that reunion and he said, Mac, you said such and such. You were supposed to have all that energy. You ain't have no energy, and I hate that for you, Watts, Mr. Watts.
I'm gonna ask him about that next week. Speaking of Mac, this one situation where I don't know, y'all went to the store, somebody had something with another outsider. Y'all came back to the house, you and Mac get into it. He's asking you, do you want to fight? You really weren't given as much as an answer. You guys just kept going back and forth. And I'm just like, first of all, what the hell happened? Second of all, is y'all gonna fight or not? So why did y'all not fight?
Okay, briefly, what happened was we was in the store. I was buying a vape and I was buying roll up for my weed, and the person in the store was just looking at Isaiah, Mac, and I believe Papa and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
They were just staring at them, like literally not taking my transaction to watch what they doing. So I tell the guy in the store, I'm like, bro, stop worrying about them and just charge me for my vape. Like I'm trying to go. They're waiting for me, and you're watching them, and they're just waiting for me. So Matt gets upset. Oh, we're in LA. You can't do that out here. And da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, I do that anyway. I'm from New York and I do that. You're not going to sit there and tell me LA is more dangerous than New York. You're not going to do that. Like they're both dangerous ass places. And I got the same energy in LA that I do in New York. So it's not, and I'm not a troublemaker. I'm defending my friends. I'm defending people that I fuck with. I'm defending people that I care about at the time. So when he's looking at them like they stole. I'm like, bro, everybody in here got money. Like everybody in here got money. We're literally filming a TV show right now. Like, you think we worried about stealing on camera? Like, you think that's what we here to do? Long story short, we get back to the mansion, and I didn't know he was talking old ass shit because in the car, like, I sat in the back of the car, he sat in the front of the car, and I texted him. I was like, bro, it's not that deep. We good. Like, it was a misunderstanding. Like, I was never coming at him in the wrong way. I was defending you. So he was like, oh, you my boy. You know that. Like, we're not going to argue over no dumb shit. Then I'm watching it back with y'all, and I just see, oh, when he come in the house, I'm going to punch him in his face and da-da-da-da-da. People can say whatever they want about that situation, but just know I came in the house. I went downstairs to my room. I changed my clothes. I put on my sweatpants. I put on my sweatshirt. I told Kendall I was going to go upstairs and talk to Mac, and if he wanted to fight, we was going to fight. But what I had to realize is in this state of mind, I'm sober. I'm sober. We just went to the liquor store. We was coming back from the liquor store. I'm sober. Mac is already drunk. That nigga has a fucking tumbler full of fucking Hennessy every morning. He has a tumbler full of Hennessy every morning. So, and then he does extracurricular shit like that I don't do. I don't do the drugs he do. So I know my friend right now is not in his right state of mind, and I know he don't really want to fight. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. I know he's just popping it for the cameras. So did I want to fight him? No. And he was saying the whole time, I don't want to fight you, but we can fight. But I don't want to fight you. So I know you don't want to fight me, bro. You're doing this for the camera, and if I beat you up on the camera, it's gonna make me look fucked up. So I'd rather just not fight you. But he kept popping it. So we went downstairs to the weight room, and I asked him, did he want to fight again? I don't care how the fuck they put it, how they edited it, stretched it out. Asked him, did he want to fight again? He said no. I said no, and we left it at that.
So Mac never wanted to fight.
He never wanted to fight me because when we left the house, me and Mac chilled plenty of times outside the house. And when we left the house, it's always me being the aggressor and him saying, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. So I just know his type, his timing. Like, he's one of those camera people. He's one of the people that do it for the camera. Now, and when you interview him, ask him how many times I called his fade. And he said, no, wait for the reunion.
Well, I'm going to get to that.
Oh.
And I'm going to definitely ask him. I'm going to definitely ask him next week. But, devil's advocate, is it possible that maybe they could have asked him, well, how did you feel? And he probably could have been like, okay, well, at that time, I felt like, if he was on something, then I probably would,
because he didn't say that.
They could have cut it and edit and make it look like if he come up on the da-da-da, because they can do that.
I understand that, but he didn't say that in the confessional. He said that as he was. This is the scene that got me tight because I knew everything that happened prior. The scene that got me tight was when he was walking out the van and he walked up to the camera and he was like, "Oh, and I'm gonna punch him dead in his face once I see him." They didn't ask you that. You walked up to the camera and told the camera that. So now you don't got to look for me. You don't got to see me. You don't got to do nothing. I'm coming to your room, and I came to his room. And he didn't do nothing. So y'all talking about me not wanting to fight. Not saying you as in y'all. I'm talking about the fans. They talking about me not wanting to fight. But he said once he see me, he's going to punch me in my face. Where was that energy? I didn't know he said that. Only the cameras and y'all knew he said it. I seen it when y'all seen it. I didn't know he said that.
I should have went back and watched it because did he say something like that?
Yes, when he got out the van, he was like, watch when he comes outside. When I see him, I'm going to punch him dead in his mouth. All that New York shit.
So that is the reason why y'all went live that day. And I remember you went live and they posted and you was like, this nigga sat in the house and was being my friend and then want to talk shit. I'm just imitating you. I do with everybody.
I hear it.
You're supposed to laugh, so
I hear it.
So that's why I'm just like, huh? I'm gonna do his imitation next, but I'm not gonna do it now. It's about you. But so yeah, so now that we got clarification on that, that's okay. So the reunion.
Ooh, here we go. This is when y'all get the real end. This is when y'all get. Let me just say this before you even get into it. In the house, I came in, like I said, I was born in 92. You do the math. I'm 30 years old. A lot of these boys are still 21, 20, 19, whatever the case may be. I'm already 30.
Who the fuck is 19?
I'm not going to put nobody's business out there. But a lot of people, I'll DM you on Instagram. But a lot of people is not my age. When you hit a certain age, you're 25. You're not the same person you was when you was 21, right or wrong?
That's true.
Okay,
I'm not the same person I was when I was 18 or 17.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm 30 now. So I'm more of level-headed. We don't got to fight about everything type of person now. But at the reunion, I feel like in the house, y'all didn't like, not you. Every time I say y'all, just know I'm not talking about you specifically, but the fans, they didn't like that. They didn't like the level-headed and oh, I'm not gonna fight my friend. They was calling me all. That's the only situation that I backed down from was Mac. And do you know I dealt with so many people calling me scary, punk, pussy. Oh, you didn't want to fight Mac though, and that was just me being a level-headed 30-year-old mature adult. So at the reunion, I said, I'm gonna give y'all 24-year-old in. I'm gonna give y'all 23-year-old in. This is the end that y'all gonna get. Y'all not gonna have to ask me no questions. I'm calling out all fades. Nobody gotta ask me for a fade. Everybody I want to fight is getting fought. But now we
Okay,
get with your questions.
so this clique was you, Maul, and Cashy. I don't know where the other two heads are. I'll probably ask them later on because Maul's probably I'm want to get Maul to be on my second list after the four of y'all. Um, Matt comes in and he was supposed to fight Don. He didn't end up fighting Don. Then he ends up getting cool with y'all. The last time I seen on a live that I just imitated for you, it was when you see me, don't do nothing, just do something. So we as viewers are expecting you and Mac to fight, not just him and Dawn, but you and Mac.
Okay.
He got there, y'all didn't fight. So
You
what
ready
was
for
going
the
through
answer?
y'all mind?
You ready for the answer? Mac called me, right? Mac called my phone and he said, listen, bro, me and you are better as a team than we are against each other. I feel like me and you should worry about all them other busters. And if anybody say something to me, anybody say something to you, we gonna jump them.
What the fuck? Why would you
Right.
say that?
So he gave me the vibe that, and like I said, Mac is very wishy washy. So he gave me the vibe that he didn't want no smoke. And at the end of the day, I still got this little soft spot in my heart because even though we got into that situation in the house, the only thing we still got cool after that. After the whole we was about to fight, we still got cool again. The thing that blew minds that made me go live was the fact that he said that he's gonna punch me in my face and da 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 da. So that's what blew minds. Long story short, it was never no hate for him. Now I don't like him. He could fucking fall in the train track today and I won't give a fuck. But it's just like he called me like, yo, bro, I think we should work together. Da, 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 da. This is the reunion, whatever the case may be. Like just a whole lot of hoopla, like a whole bunch of bullshit. And it was to the point where it was like, I feel bad for him. Like he feels like he don't got friends. He feels like the odds is against him. So let's just like squash it, kill the noise. But if you remember when he had came in the room, he walked in me, Maul, and Cashy room, and he goes, I'm here, I'm ready to fight. And I stood up and I said, who you want to fight? Because with him, he's wishy washy. You don't. He blows whatever way the wind blows. So it's like, let me get up. And when I got up, you see his energy completely changed. Completely changed. Oh, I want to fight anybody who got a problem with us. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because you thought you was gonna get off on camera just now because you wanted that moment. Even though you in my DMs telling me that it's us against everybody, you still wanted a little camera moment. But I'm not letting that rock no more because I know your type.
Did he really say that?
What?
Did he really say in the DMs like it's
You
us
want the
against
you
you?
want the screenshots?
I don't even mess with. I do. I
Okay, so
need
I
it.
got you. I'll send you the
You can
screenshots.
send it to me after we're done with
I'll send you
this.
what he sent Maul, and then I'll send you what he sent me.
I need it because this is.
Cheers to that. And then even Cashy, he was tagging Cashy. Cashy don't really like him like that. Cashy like, I don't know why he tagging me for. I was gonna beat the bitch up. That's what Cashy said.
Why would he do that? That's a question for him.
Why would Cashy do that?
Yeah, but I don't care for.
Because
I'll ask him.
because Mac was talking crazy about Cashy and we being fair, like crazy for no reason.
But so Anthony, what's his name? Isaiah comes in. He comes in with his boyfriend, and something happened between you, him, and Maul. He takes off his jacket. Maul takes off on him. They start fighting. And I'm not gonna lie, Isaiah, for an 18-year-old,
Not too much on my
and
front.
even though Maul, ain't no not too much of my friend. I'm listen, that's what we see, but I'm just saying Maul hold his own. But I'm like, I anyway, you end up fighting him, and then it's just like it just becomes chaos. So why did y'all fight and then y'all ended up getting cool after that? Like that was weird.
But again, I like to keep receipts. So one day I'm in Atlanta. I'm chilling with Cassie. We out there for my boy's birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
and for real, I'm on the couch sleeping. I'm really sleeping. I wake up because I hear my name being screamed. Like, oh, I want to fight Ant. I want to fight Ant at the reunion. I want to fight Ant. And Isaiah, he gives me pick and choose vibes. Like, you know, Max the one that said the breast stink. You know, you got an issue with Maul, but you just throw me in it because I fuck with them and I'm cool with them. And you think this is light work, and it's not. So I just heard my name, whatever the case may be. I ended up telling him, like, get off my dick. Stop talking about me. So I call his phone and I'm telling him, why you want to fight me for? And he's just saying, because last thing I want to do is fight my CEO. Will I fight him? Absolutely. Do I want to fight him? No. So I asked him why you want to fight me. The reasons ain't reasoning. You feel me? But he said it's cool, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing. If y'all realize when he came in the house, it's where's Ant and Maul? Ant and Maul. Where's Maul and Ant? Ant and Maul. Like,
He did ask Mac a question though, because I thought they was gonna
yeah,
fight initially.
but he like he didn't get the energy from Mac that he got from me. So it was what it was. It was just like, you was looking for me. Here I go. I'm right here. What we talking about? And when I say I should fight your boyfriend, it's because where I'm from, when you bring somebody to a fight and that person's doing too much, they get beat up too. Now you think you're gonna fight my friend and your friend just gonna be here egging you on? I should have beat him up, but I didn't. But do you want smoke? Oh, okay, come on, bring the smoke. I'm waiting. And when he brought the smoke, he got the smoke. And CEO or not, it is what it is. I did what I had to do.
See, but okay, I hear what you're saying. So y'all had this conversation upstairs in the room, and then y'all get cool, and it was just like the viewers didn't understand like how y'all go from fighting and
I
then
took
y'all
another
want to be
shot.
cool that quick. Because there's like, what was the whole point of y'all fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have just
Because
been a simple conversation.
I mean, as men, this is what we do. Like, and I don't know if you like that, but I'm really like that in real life. Like, me and my friends, me and my boys, whoever, we will fight and then we'll get over it right away. Like, roll a blunt, let's smoke. I'm not even worried about that shit no more. That's really me. Like, once I get it off my chest, I get it off my chest. Now, if I don't get it off my chest, then I'm gonna dwell on it. Well, once it's off my chest, it's off my chest and the air is cleared. There's nothing else to talk about. Because if you realize after me and Dooley fought, or after me and such fought, it was always just mellow after. It's off the chest, it's in the air, it's out, it's already on the floor. Like, and
Okay.
the goal was never to beef with the CEO of the show.
Okay. I hear you. So, how long did y'all end up in that house before y'all actually went to the theater?
We was in the house for a good like 2-3 hours, and then we ended up going to the theater, and we was only there for like a good 2 hours max.
Child, that theater definitely gave Gotham vibes. That mood was definitely set for what the fuck transpired in
Right,
that theater. And
right.
first of
I
all,
would.
the stage was too small. Y'all really could have gotten hurt.
You
It
heard
should
what
have
I
been.
said? I said we fighting on this small ass stage.
Yeah, you did. The reunion should have been in the where. Like, remember the season 3 with Liddy and them season where they was in
Yeah.
the warehouse. That's where
Uh-huh.
y'all should have been at. That would have been perfect for y'all to act like animals. Honestly, that whole stage shit and then that small, and then they brought a whole audience, and I'm just like, see, I already know why that. I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut, but I foreshadow. I know stuff because it don't take 2 and 2 for me to put together. I know what the fuck
That.
is going on.
You a
But
real viewer. I respect your views and shit because it seems like you really do pay attention.
I do. That's why I should have host, but they don't want to host me because they don't. I don't know because Deja, she cool, but she don't do her job right. She don't ask the questions. She just sit there and look pretty, but
She a pretty girl.
she is a pretty girl, but we want somebody that's gonna like. I mean, this. Ugh. Anyway,
It's a
so
question there.
you are on stage. I forgot who else was on stage. I think Maul was too. Dooley comes out. Well, Deja asks you a question, and then Dooley just comes out. Y'all just start fighting. What was the beef with you and Dooley?
Dooley's beef with me was I'm gonna make it simplified because all these stories got like backstories to it. So Dooley and Solo had fought in the house. Solo ended up beating him up, packing him out, whatever the case may be. He went home crying. You was supposed to be my friend, or whatever the case may be. That's what my shirt said too. But he ended up leaving crying, whatever the case may be. Solo ripped his picture, threw it in the pool. They threw his Jordans in the pool. They threw like his shit in the pool, like basically Bad Girls Club style.
Oh, I would have
So
killed them all if that was
I woke
me.
up the next morning and I seen Pharaoh's picture by the pool ripped up. So I'm like, why Pharaoh's picture's not in the pool? So I finished like throwing Pharaoh's picture in the pool. It was Solo and Papa, I guess, that ripped up their pictures. So
Why
don't quote me. I
would?
know it was Solo. I think it was Papa as well.
What is
So,
he?
huh?
No, because I was gonna say something about Papa, but again, I'm. That's why I had this shit on. Because there I go.
I'm
Nothing. Keep
crying.
talking.
I'm crying. So, long story short, when I was putting Pharaoh's picture in the pool, I guess they didn't put all of Dooley's picture in. So there was like a piece. When I tell you a piece, I mean like you see how like if this was a picture right here and
Mm-hmm.
that part right here, like right here is what I took out and fucking put in the pool. Like he knew it was his picture because the tree in the background. So say if this was a picture and I just threw the piece of the tree in the pool, like not your face, not your shirt, not your outfit, like literally all you see is the background. And I threw a piece of the picture in the pool, thinking it was Pharaoh's. He was like, "Oh, I want to fight you because you put my shit in the pool and you think this is that and da 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 da." But mind you, the nigga that
That's so
beat you up,
childish. Like
right?
even the
The,
picture in the pool thing was childish, but it's like, girl, you wasn't the only one that did that.
right, but not only that, the person beat you up, sent you out the house crying, screaming, you were supposed to be my friend, and threw your picture in the pool, but you want to fight me. There we go again with the picking and choosing. So he told me on live, he said, I want to fight you. I want to fight you more than I want to fight anybody. I want to fight you more than I want to fight Maul, Mac, more than everybody. So I was like, okay, that's what you want. When you see me, swing. And he came out, he tried to swing, but that hat went flying into orbit. That boy got. I'm not gonna say whooped because he could have got whooped worse, but he thought it was what it wasn't. He did not win that fight. I would say that he did not win at all.
So why do all the viewers think that he won the fight?
They delusional. You know, like I'm not gonna even bring that up because I don't want to get canceled. But you know how like certain rappers got they fan base that you know they can't do nothing wrong because they will find a reason to make them right. Dooley's
That's
fan.
not. That's not. I know what you're talking about. That's not gonna get you canceled. We had a conversation about that all the time.
So who I'm talking
So
about?
you feel like because he's desirable or he's light skinned and tatted up, they're gonna do anything in his favor,
That
or they
that
see him at. That's not gonna
because
get you. That's not gonna get you canceled.
if
I
you
say that
no,
all
but
the time.
if you watch the fight, you will see that he didn't even hit me. Literally, like you don't see none of his hits land. So where do you see he won that fight? Where do anybody see he won that fight? Anybody? Like, let's be fucking for real. That boy was not hitting me, and if he did hit me, he probably hit me one time during the whole fight. He was on the floor. They say Maul helped me. Maul did this. He was already going down by the time Maul was already about to hit him. Like
I mean,
literally.
Maul did jump in.
And
He
the reason
did.
why Maul jumped in was very much called for because he was saying he's gonna smack Maul's son and spit on his son and beat up his son, and his
He
son
said
should have
that for
died.
real.
Huh?
He said that for real.
Yes, he was saying Maul's son should have died. He should have never been born, and like he's ugly,
Uh-uh.
and that his son is a fat. I don't want to put no light on that because that's so disrespectful. But he was calling his son all type of weird shit, and it's just like kids is off limits. Like we signed up for the show, the kids didn't.
Oh my god! And then y'all start fighting, and then Mal jumped in, and then Solo jumped in to try to get Maul, and security broke them up quickly. And I feel like security got their picks and chooses who they break up because,
Right.
fast forward, they break it up. You take a breather. You got up. Now this is the moment. This is where I feel like you dropped the ball with this one. You got up and you said anybody can get it. You made a speech. Anybody can get these hands. Anybody can get it. Your mama, your daddy, your uncle. I don't give a fuck who it is. I know that you were saying that in general. And then Deja asked a question to the audience, which I don't know why she did that. She should have
Right.
did that towards the end.
Right.
And I just knew what the fuck was going to happen when she asked that.
It gave
Even
setup.
Gigi Ma even said it. So fast forward, you ask some. You said what you said. She asked anybody in the audience. I know Landon was there. We knew Landon was there from the T pages.
Right.
He. I don't know who said something in the comments. Somebody said something in the audience like, I don't know who the fuck he talking to. Da 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 da. You get up, Maul get up, Cassie get up. 7 different boys get up. Cassie's the first one jetting out there, like always. And then this big brawl happens. Cassie's fighting this person. Maul's fighting this person. Mac ends up getting involved, which I don't know why.
And then you just see me get.
And then you end up. Hold on one second. Sorry, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So
My fault. You hear me?
yeah, I could see you. So you in the corner, just I gotta say, you was getting busted out. Like I even felt a little
Too
bit bad.
much.
Like you got, I don't know if that was Lando or somebody. You got him just going at it, and you trying, and then Dooley's just like hammering you. I like, and
From
you
the
was
top,
just
right? And then
like,
you see on top of that,
I'm
there's no
like,
security breaking it up, right? Or was I bugging?
let me get to that. I'm gonna get to that because let me tell you something. Now, personally, me, and this ain't about me, I don't care who won fight, who lost fight. I don't care who won. If y'all fight, y'all fight. Okay, it is what it is. Who cares? I mean, why we watching the show? Let's be real. But even though you kind of brought that on yourself by doing that, I feel like security should have broke that up more than other people
Right.
that they was breaking up. Cause yeah, you kind of brought that on. Like, let's be real, you did bring that on yourself, but it's just like that could have went something. You could have went into a cardiac arrest or something, or well, not. I don't want to drag like that, but the way Dooley was hitting you hard, one wrong hit to a body part, you could have seriously been injured. And in the way you looked after you got out the fight, I'm like, okay, this is too much. Like they could laugh about it. I didn't think that shit was funny. I don't care who was in the wrong, who was in the right. That did not have to go down like that. Even
But
though you said what
let's
you
be
said, but
real.
it's like
It
y'all are
was
still
never
human beings.
it was never on some like let's just make it like I'm trying to call out these fades. This is people that have been really antagonizing me for months now. And if you keep up with the blogs, you know Landon was making these rumors, antagonizing me, coming out with these allegations, shit like that. And now you're at my reunion. So of course, if I sit there and just let you be comfortable, then who am I as a man to sit there and be okay with that? Like you was talking so much shit. You had all these things to say. You had all these allegations to talk about. So now you in my face. That's why I got up. I said I'm tired of seeing myself on GG Collective blog day. I'm tired of seeing myself on these blog sites. I'm right here. I was never talking to none of them fat and sloppy bitches in the audience. I was talking to Landon, and he knew I was talking about him. Dooley, what makes it weird for them? And let's just shed some light on this. We're not gonna go too deep into it. Y'all know Dooley and Landon fought. Y'all know they
I
fought
don't
on the
I don't
blog.
I don't keep up with the blogs. The only
Okay,
blog
so
that
they
follows me
Dooley and
is
Landon fought in
Young Money.
Atlanta. Dooley ended up beating Landon's ass. Dooley ended up getting Landon jumped and then hitting him with a bat. They never seen each other ever since then. So for y'all to team up
I think
to
I seen
fight,
that.
right? For y'all to team up to fight me goes to show that again, pick and choose. And when I use that word, I don't use that word lightly, but it gives pick and choose because I will never be jumping somebody that never did nothing to me with somebody that jumped me. You get what I'm saying? Like, what can Landon say I did to him? You went home and you decided to make these narratives about me. I never said nothing about you. I never spoke bad on you. Excuse me. I never spoke bad on you. I never had no ill intentions towards you. Dooley, he wanted to fight about a picture. Like, it's like y'all niggas wanted to have smoke with me. But I'm not backing down to no fades. Like, I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all thinking y'all can play with me. So who want to fight? And yes, I did bring it upon myself because I could have shut up and been pussy about it. But I'm tired of niggas playing with me.
And it's not. Let me say that it's never about being pussy. It's never about that. Because you gotta understand, even though when I'm hearing you saying about your story about like how you fight, you do it, so that's fine. But it's like anything could happen. I could fight a 12-year-old and I can get stabbed and don't even know it. I ain't know who had a knife on them. These fights can go any way. Like
Anyway,
that's why as grown men, and it's with everybody on the cast. we have to pick and choose our battles more so than picking and choosing who to fuck with. And I feel like when I watch these shows, even on Zeus, they a lot of people pick and choose who to fuck with to think that that's gonna give them like some type of oh I'm hard or some type of street cred or I'm this and I'm that. Because I will tell you this, and this is not me trying to take up for you most of the time, but there was a picture that they took when your face was busted,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot. I think it was Landon. I remember people was in the comments because it's that one T page that follows me and I follow it. All the other T pages I don't look at like
Mm-hmm.
that unless they're on my explore page. If I'm looking at something else,
Yeah.
um, there was a picture that, and I remember everybody under the comments started saying like, "Okay, now y'all just bullying Ian. Now you picking on him. Like, all right, leave him." I even said something like, "All right, now you need to leave him alone. Like, it's not that deep. Like, even if Anthony could not fight, okay, he can hold his own. Everybody can't beat everybody, but it's
Right.
like." Who cares? Okay, like y'all don't gotta keep backing on one person, regardless if y'all feel like this person's corny or not. That's why I don't engage in the comments. I do say stuff, calling it out when it's like a big situation, because I don't like people just everybody's all right. Leave him alone. It's not that deep. It's 17 other boys. Why y'all always just dragging him?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what people don't understand. It don't bother me that people make me the most hated because the most hated come with being the most talked about. So to hate me, you have to talk about me. You can people don't hate me in silence. If people hated me in silence, that's different. Like, oh, I don't like him. Let me not talk about him. People post about me, post pictures. I can't open my mouth a certain way without people posting my teeth. I can't do certain shit without people posting every fucking thing I do. I can't move my hands a certain way without people asking if I'm fucking gay. I can't do nothing. Mind you, there's a million niggas on this show that claim to be straight. But whatever it do, it got to be a topic of conversation. And with that being said, I feel like I'm the villain of the show, and I'll take that. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it because in real life, I know I got a good heart. I'm the type that'll feed the homeless in real life. But if y'all want to paint me as the bad guy, they need guys. What Nikki said? They
They
need
need bad
people.
guys like
Right? They
you.
need bad guys like me. Come on. They need it. They need it because without me, I promise you that show wouldn't have been as popping as it was. And I'm sorry to each his own. To everybody, I feel like everybody played their part, but I played a big part in the show. Just like other people play big parts, but I was a big part of the show. So call it what you want. I still was on there and I still did my shit.
So do you? I feel like the viewers said they feel like that. They didn't tell me personally, but they feel like that because according to them, from what is shown, it seems like oh fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
What was it about?
I think it has something to do with what did you say in the beginning of what you just said, where you was like you don't
No
care
matter,
about what people
I was
they
basically saying no matter what I do, it's gonna be a problem. I could move a certain way. They're gonna ask me if I'm gay. I could do this. They're gonna say they don't like me. They're gonna say like it's everything I do about them. I open my
that
mouth
right
the wrong
there.
way.
They feel like that because they feel like you and Maul and Cassie are so clicked up, and it's like they feel like nobody moves until somebody tells y'all to move. They even said something about like when you fought funded, like you was asking for Maul's approval, like, oh, should I should beat him up, right? Da, da, da. That's why they keep saying what they're saying, because from what it's shown, it's just like this group project click up thing that y'all got going on, and it just seems like if one movement, I get the whole thing in one movement, we all move, but it's like they feel like from what I've seen that you just from what I see in the comments from what they're saying, like you just do this thing for approval more so and just doing
It
what
was
Ant
never
wants to
approved
do.
though. Let me just kill
That's
that
how they
part real
feel.
quick. Let me. All right. That's how they feel. Fuck how they feel because it was never approval. It was more so. My friend is telling. It's not like I'm telling Maul, should I fight him again? Should I fight him again? He's telling me like, bro, he just swung first. That's gonna look crazy on TV. That's gonna look crazy on TV. Even though you just beat him up, it's gonna look crazy that he swung first. So I'm like, so you think I should beat him up again? Like it was never like, oh, if you say beat him up, I'm gonna do it. If not, I'm not gonna do it. It's like you keep telling me it's gonna look crazy on TV. What do you think should happen? It's not approval. It's that's my boy, and he's just telling me. He's giving me like advice more so. Just like I told him, like, bro, I don't think you should fight this person, or I think you should do this. I think like it's vice versa. We are real friends. Cassie will come up to me like, oh, bro, do you think I should smack this nigga when I see him? I'm like, bro, it's not that deep. Or sometimes I'm like, yes, bro, beat the fuck out of him. He's doing too much. It's not like, oh, do you think like, if you say no, then I'm not. Because if you say no, I'm most likely still gonna do it. But it's like you're already telling me why I should do it, so I'm just telling you like, okay, so what's the vibes? Like I'm about to do it. Like it's never approval. Just put it that way. It's more so just friends. Like if me and you go out and you fight and then you beat somebody up, but I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you should beat his ass again because he keep talking. You see him over there talking, you should fuck him up again. And you're like, bro, you think I should fuck him up again? And then you go fuck him up again. It's not like I pumped you or put the battery in your back. You already did what you had to do without no approval. You know what I'm saying? Like you just ready to go again, and somebody and your friend is telling you, your friend is fake amping you, like yeah, bro, do your shit. You feel me? Like, dude, that's all it was. It was just your friend amping you. That's what we all got them friends that amp us up, and you could be the friend that amp because that's me too. When Maul's fighting, yeah, Maul, do your shit, Maul, do your shit, Maul. Feel me, Cashy? Yeah, Cashy, do your shit, Cash.
Girl,
Like we
any of
amp
my
each other
friends
up.
fight, I just shut up and just watch and see nobody jump in, or
But yeah,
if I got my
you can do
eyesight on
that too.
somebody else.
You can do that too, but sometimes when you're in that situation and the cameras is there and y'all all drunk and it's a scene like and how it's gonna look on camera, you just like you feel me. It's never approval because Maul and me met 5 months ago. I never had nobody in my ear telling, oh, you should fight this person, you should fight this person. No, like I do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. I didn't want to fight from the jump, and you see me telling him like I don't want to have to do that to you.
I mean, when he
And
hit
when
you
he put his
first,
hands on me, it was up. And me saying I didn't want to do that to you, me being a nicer person, sometimes I catch myself being too nice to people. So sometimes my friends would be like, bro, stop being nice. Like, smack this nigga. You feel me? Like, stop being nice all the time. It's not about needing approval. It's just sometimes my friends see shit that I don't see, if that makes sense.
okay. So take off this pin from earlier. So now that you and Cassie and Maul are a friend group, whatever, is y'all gonna pay a visit to Jonathan?
I'm crying.
And I want Cassie to be the first one to swing off because he's the one that always sets it off. So I really want to see who will win the fight with Jonathan and
You know what's
Cassie. I ain't
crazy?
gonna hold you.
I was joking around one day, and it was like, Jonathan and Anthony to fight again. And Cassie was like, Jonathan don't gotta fight Anthony again because I'm here now. And I was like,
I want to
oh.
see it. I definitely want to see it. I don't even
I
think you
was
should
like,
fight since they stick up. Let them do it.
no,
I know Morgan gonna hold his own, win or lose, but I want to see that.
I feel like me and Jonathan would be a good fight. No funny shit, but I feel like Cashy is a little big, so I feel like he would be intimidated by Cashy if anything. But I feel like if me and Jonathan was to cross paths, it would depend on how he comes because we did have conversation and we did squash it. One thing I can give Jonathan is that he never brought this shit no negative attention. And whatever negative attention that got brought to the situation with me and him was strictly off blogs. It was never because Jonathan said something bad about me, and it was never because Jonathan posted me. He never even posted it. For real, for real. And that's a fact. He never posted that clip on his page, on his Instagram, nothing. Jonathan wrote me. He said, "Bro, do not pay attention to nothing that the fans say because one thing they're gonna do is troll. You new to this, and guess what? You made the cut. You made the cut. I have the screenshot. I keep screenshots. So I was originally casted
I
for Bad
don't
Boys.
I don't understand why he would say that, but what was the whole point of him putting his hands on you in the first place to
Right,
create that
right,
type of
right. But
Y'all,
then,
this
all
is the
right. So
thing.
this, let me
Y'all,
tell you. Let me tell you what made sense. So after doing TV, I see how production can set certain shit up. Like, oh, I'm not doing this, or this ain't gonna happen, and then it still happens. Like Solo's not coming, but Solo still comes. You feel what I'm saying? So when I get brought into the room and auditions didn't even start. But I'm this boy from Instagram that already done had it out with Curtis. I already done had it out with Moolah. I already done had it out with Milan. And I already had it out with Darrell. This is four people off the
all
cast.
these irrelevant ass.
Right. This is already four people. So they see me in the room. If you watch the auditions back, you hear them say, the boy from New York is here. They was referring to me. And I'm in the room with them, and just mind you, we're not even filming for the auditions yet. The auditions didn't start nothing. They walked me past the line, they skipped me, I'll go past everybody, like VIP type shit. I'm not waiting for nothing, I'm just in there. So he told me that he thought that production brought me up there to set the tone, to start a moment, to start a fight. And he said he was cool with everything until he realized that I started arguing with Darrell. which makes sense because then it makes it seem like I came up there to start an argument.
But even if you
But
did, who cares? That ain't got nothing to do with him. And
it didn't have
everybody
nothing
that
to
day
do with
was
him.
fighting.
But when I explained to him, but mind you, I was the first fight, so it was like I set the tone kind of. So it wasn't like they
Girl,
probably.
you this is Zeus. They was already fighting outside before the
No, yeah,
auditions.
no. Yes, that part, but it was never with the cast. So it was like I'm in there trying to fight the cast. And then I'm sitting there taking my shit off, telling Darrell, come outside, come outside. So long story short, this is not to make no excuses for him. This is his example, and this is his reasoning. He apologized. He said he apologized because he didn't know that. He thought that they was trying to set them up and have me come up there to start problems. So he decided to defend his friend, and he said out his mouth, he said, "You know Darrell's not a fighter." He said it just like that. You know Darrell's not a fighter.
He can't
So I felt
fight.
like he was trying to bully my friend. And I do feel
Wait,
wrong for
bully his friend?
Yes, he felt like I was trying
Girl,
to bully him.
Darrell be bullying everybody
Right.
with his long ass, trying to always fight
Right.
Kirion,
That
knowing he
big
can't
long
fight, but
ass
he's
neck.
scared of he. Ugh.
But we got
This
to know
why I got
Darrell.
this.
We got to right, exactly. We got to know Darrell more on a serious note after season 2. We got to see that he was a weirdo. But Jonathan really thought that it was more so of a setup than a situation where it was I was the innocent bystander. He apologized. He actually wanted me to come out there and come on his podcast, and I got all the screenshots again. He wanted me to come to Texas. He wanted me to film with him. He wanted me to do certain shit. But it was just we're not friends.
No.
It's past that.
Because if that was the case, he shouldn't have put his hands on you. I
Right.
could respect the fact that somebody was like, all right, square up, or it was a conversation, but to just haul off and hit you,
But I like that
and then
about you.
like, no, I don't, I wouldn't do that. I would have asked questions first, like, okay, what's y'all beef? What happened?
Sorry. Yeah.
Because if that was the case, and I'm not trying to make it about them and that network, because but it's like that was the case. Why he ain't fight Adonis when Adonis and Chef D had beef, but they was friends at the time, you know?
It be pick and choose, but it like I said, I throw that word around a lot. But then when you really
I
get
do
to
too. That's in my vocabulary, so you're not the
right,
only one. You
when
ever
you
see
really
me
get
on
to the
any of these
nitty
shows,
gritty,
I'm gonna be saying it a lot.
you start realizing like, oh shit, that was a pick and choose ass moment. Wait, you could have fought this person, but you decided to fight that
I
person.
call that out. I call
Okay.
it out. That's why they don't want me on these shows, because I will call. Let me tell you something. You see this bullshit on these shows where everybody sits back and everybody sees the big ass bully bullying the one in the corner until the little guy comes out and starts swinging, and everybody
Right.
want to be on their dick. Oh, you whooped us at it up. Why ain't nobody saying nothing? But yeah, we also Black Lives Matter and protect
Right.
our own and all this stuff.
Heavy.
We just as bad as the white supremacists, because we
Heavy.
pick and
Heavy.
choose based off of who's
Heavy.
tatted up and light skinned or dark skin, and oh well, he look good, so I'm not gonna sit here and say no. He could bully him because he don't look less desirable. Like if
Right.
you have perfect teeth, do you really think that they would be dragging you?
No.
They pick and choose. I
Cause
see it all, and I see it
they
all.
find my one little flaw and they run with it. Oh, his teeth, his teeth, his teeth. Like what else y'all got to say? Y'all can't call me ugly, and I'm sorry, I'm not cocky either, but I'm not ugly, so it is what the fuck it is. So the one thing y'all gonna talk about is the teeth, the teeth, the teeth, the teeth, the teeth. They gonna be done. What Nene said when Han Sheree was arguing, she was like, "They're done, they're done." Why should I get my teeth done? That's gonna be the
They're
first thing about it.
declassing the show,
Right,
and a lot of them niggas on that show declass this show. Not a lot, but it's a certain select. But I want to get into this serious topic, and I'm really gonna shut up for this one. I don't know what the hell happened between Ant and not Ant. What's his name? What's his name?
I'm in.
Mac and Maul. I don't know what the fuck happened after the reunion. Everybody was hyping each other up. Everybody was in a team. Everybody. I remember Mac was standing up saying, "Oh, big Ant, not the little one," and
Right.
I'm just like, "Girl." And then all of a sudden, I go on my newsfeed. Y'all just going at it, and I'm like, "See, I knew this was gonna happen. This is what." And then I don't know what pissed Mal off, because I don't keep up with this shit like that. I just scroll unless it's like some big shit. I'm nosy. And then Maul put up a video, and it was Mac and allegedly you, and Mac was talking, and we all seen the video. I'm not gonna repeat what was in it. Now we could sit here and talk about, Mac all day, but it's like it looked like Maul outed both of y'all just to get back at Mac, but you were attached to it. What do you have to say to that?
I told him the same shit. I said I feel like he didn't mean to. I don't have to defend him, but you see that he ended the video right then and there. Like after that part, he was like, "Oh shit!" Like, but I was telling him, if anything, you should have let the video play. You should have let it play out, so they could have heard everything. It shouldn't have been stopped at, "Oh, I tried to kiss you. Or I kissed you. I
No,
didn't."
he let it play because we heard a lot more than that. He definitely let it play.
So where did it stop at?
He kept Max said something like, "Oh, I didn't kiss you. I kissed you. I didn't kiss him." And I remember you were just like, "I don't care about that." Da, 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 da. Like he let it play on. I remember it a little vividly, and I'm
Okay.
just like, I didn't agree with that. Like,
So
I'm
long
like,
story
okay,
short, I feel like that was that was kind of corny on both ends. But if you want to know what happened, there was an attempt. It was a
you don't have to
situation.
share it on here if you want. I mean, well, I brought it up, so you're gonna have to.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
it's
want to
not.
share bits and pieces and share
It's
behind the
really not that
scenes,
deep. It was an attempt, and it didn't. It literally didn't happen. You people could assume what they want. They can say what they want. They can assume until they blew in the face, but it did not happen. He tried to, and it was dubbed. It was dubbed. And it was what it was. It was never a situation where I'm like, oh, like let's do. No, me and Mac never looked at each other in any sexual type of way
so what the hell is he talking about?
or attempt. But again, we're talking about somebody who does Hennessy and extracurricular activities. Like it's not like weed. I'm talking about like extra, extra, extra.
But
Bring it
wait, do
all
we?
about
That's
it.
a serious allegation. Do we know he do that for sure though?
I know he does it for sure. And it's not a serious allegation because it's not that deep. Let's be real. Coke is not as serious as people make it seem. I don't do it. You probably don't do it, but there's a
I
million
damn
people
sure
that do
don't.
it. Right? There's a million people that do it. There's a million people that pop E's. There's a million people that pop Molly's. It is what the fuck it is. I'm not going to sit there and ever say he's a crackhead, but the drugs that he do is those drugs, and it is what the fuck it is. You cannot take a person serious that is usually intoxicated or high out their fucking mind. And if that's the people that y'all choose to take serious, then that's on y'all. Y'all can take this pill popping junkie serious. Y'all can take this cokehead serious. Y'all can take this Henny Monster serious. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. If people want to sit there and take everything that a nigga who just popped a Molly said as the truth, then so be it. Versus somebody that don't do nothing but fucking drink and smoke weed and barely even smoke weed at that.
Matt gotta get up here next week because we gotta.
And I wish the best for him. I wish him health and wealth. So, one thing I've never been is a hater. I'm happy that he's on Deja Vu. It seems like he's doing his little big one on the show. To each his own, but what we're not going to do is keep on pretending like this man is not a junkie. The fuck?
I really need to speak to Mac. Um. Oh, when I do my recite with him, please don't take it personal.
You telling me
Um.
to what?
When I do my recite, he said something about a power tool because I like to act out stuff to make everybody laugh and feel good to turn something negative into a positive. I remember he said something about you be chewing on power tools. I was gonna get a drill in and do that and then be like, shh,
I'm
just
crying.
for shits and giggles. But I
It's
don't
okay
want you to
because my
take it
teeth will be done
seriously.
in
It's
2 weeks.
like
So
it's not making funny to you. It's just the fact that he just acted like that. I just do that for
my
fun.
thing is,
I imitate everybody.
a person with no teeth in his mouth can't talk about my teeth. I got all my teeth, at
But he
least,
got teeth in his mouth.
but he's
He just
missing
don't
one.
got that one.
Yeah, and that's not too cute because the only time I see people without teeth is when they do heavy drugs. Your teeth just don't fall out, and it is what it is. See, just they don't know. I don't hate Mac. Let's just put that out there. I don't hate Mac. I wish him all the best in life, but I just don't. I can't get jiggy with somebody of that. I don't know, of that nature. Like a person who's just like everything about you is fake. Everything about you is fraudulent. I just can't get jiggy with it. Yes, he can be cool at times. Yes, we can have good conversation. But it's just when it comes down to the nitty gritty, it's like he shows his true colors too much. And if you keep on ignoring the signs, then you're just gonna be just as weird and fraudulent as that person. And I choose to remove myself from that. For
Do
real.
you think he's on? But here's the. Do you think he's the only one though that you should be aware of?
No, because whoever else don't get those chances from me. They don't get them chances from me. So it was him. That was the last person that I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep giving this boy a chance because he is a cool ass person. But it just keep happening and happening and happening and happening. We fought some boy in Atlanta. Do you know that this boy Mac did not know that boy from a can of paint? Do you know that he linked up with him after we fought him?
Why would he do that?
Because it's just weird. That's the weird shit he do. Do you know that after we fought the boys at the reunion that he was chilling in the car with them? After he
What?
was us to fight for him?
This is too much.
This is what I'm saying. He just do shit that you don't need to do. Do you know that he came upstairs and told me that I just beat the shit out of Isaiah? And then I watched the reunion and heard him saying to Isaiah that he did his big one? Do you know that he asked me to jump Dawn with him? And then I watched the reunion and I seen him telling Dawn, I'm not letting nobody jump you?
Hold on. I remember when Dre Baby and Maul went live with Deja, and Dre Baby was showing a message of Maul. They was going back and forth. I seen your name, and it says something like, or are you gonna have my back or something like that? I don't know who you was talking to. I think it was probably
That
has
was
something to
Mac
do with
talking.
it. It has
That was
something to do
Mac
with
talking to
Zay,
Maul.
Rich Zay, or some Maul and Dre Baby got into it on live. Dre Baby tried to expose Maul and Rich Zay's messages or something like that. And I remember seeing your profile name at the top, and it was like, "Are you gonna have my back or something like that?" And I'm like, "What?" So we're under the impression that everybody was asking everybody to just jump in for them or have them some type of support. That's just what it gave. That's what from what we seen
Oh no, I ain't
behind the
asked somebody
scenes
to have
stuff.
my back. I was like, whether I get jumped or not, I'm talking my shit. And I knew for surely Maul and Cassie would have my back. I didn't do what I did because I knew they had my back. But I knew at least there was two people I could trust. Because just like Cassie knew he could trust me and Maul, and just like Maul knew he could trust me and Cassie. You know what I'm saying? So I knew there was two people that I had in my corner. But I was not asking nobody for help, asking nobody to have my back. I jokingly did tell Rich Zay because Rich Zay was like, "Oh, you and Dre Baby's the only ones that I will fight for." So I was like, "So if I
Zay
get
said
jumped,
that.
yeah." So I was like, "If I get jumped,
Oh,
you gonna be jumping in?"
this is a lot. Like,
Right.
I hope we don't wake up tomorrow and it'd be a whole fucking thing on them blogs because you know they watching. They gonna screen record it. They did this with Nina,
I
so
don't give a fuck. Scream code what y'all want, motherfuckers, because ain't nothing I said so far, cat. Ain't nothing I said not true. And if any of these niggas want to debate about it, tell them hit my DMs or hit me up on the live because these niggas be lying. And I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all the truth every time.
okay. So that's the end of it all. So wait, what happened after reunion? Did you go to the hospital? Did you like what happened? How did you feel after reunion after all of that?
After the reunion, when I tell you I was being so disrespectful and rude to these boys, like to the point where I told Dawn, I asked him how did he feel getting jumped. I said, how
Oh
did he
yeah,
feel?
what that I forgot that I'm doing a bad job tonight.
No, you go.
This is how you know I don't be in the drama like that. But
He's a weird. All right, let's just sum it up. He's a
what
weirdo.
happened with y'all?
Me and him was cool. We always been cool. We never had a problem since before filming. Me and Dawn was smoking in the house before the reunion. We was chilling. We was chopping it up, whatever the case may be. Dooley jumped me, and when Cash and Dooley started fighting, and when they was on the floor fighting, I jumped in. I don't know if y'all seen it. I jumped in. I kicked him and I
I
punched him in
seen
his head.
Dawn jump in too.
Okay,
That's probably why he
and,
jumped in. Cause I seen
and
him jumping and hit Cassie multiple times.
right, and Dawn jumped in, and then
Cause we didn't see
um,
you.
all of a sudden, if you watch it, you see my tattoos, you see me swing, and you see my foot going to kick him. But like sometimes you just gotta pay attention with Now That's TV. You gotta pay attention to the show. Like
It
sometimes
be
I
too
even
much
got
security. Like
right.
they need two do.
Sometimes I even gotta watch it twice to see shit. But long story short, um, after I was getting pulled back from security, I just felt somebody punch me, and mind you, he punched me right back in my same eye that was already
That's
fucked up.
probably
When
who he. That's probably who he was swinging on when he was fighting on the
right,
floor. Now that I think
right.
about it. Now that I think about it,
So he no, it was really just one punch. Like he just hit me one time, and I felt it because he punched me right in my same eye, and I was just so heated, like, because I didn't notice it was him. I thought it was somebody else. Like, I thought one of the boys that jumped me came back in and hit me.
mm-hmm.
Then I turn around and I see it's Dawn because I see security holding him. So I'm like, what? You just jumped me. So security put me back on the stage, whatever the case may be. He come back in and you see I called him out. I was like, you're pussy, you're weird, and you're a fucking weirdo because you did not have to put your hands on me. And you was just chilling with me. Oh, I gave you a ride to Atlanta because you needed a ride. No, nigga, I didn't need a ride. I could have stood where the fuck I was because I was with Ling, and me and Ling drove to South Carolina together. I just didn't want to wait another day. So I paid your fucking gas and your old ass Nissan with no bumper on the back with your bum dirty stinking ass. You wear fucking sweatsuits and loafers, you fucking nasty Squidward looking ass, dusty ass motherfucker. Because I can't stand him. If there's one person from the show I can't stand, it's that fucking nigga right there. Like that
I
fucking
can't
low
stand
key,
it.
down low, fucking fuck boy ass gay nigga who sit there and send dick pictures to niggas. Like, I hate that for him. You sit there and got all these bitches beefing online, and you don't like none of these bitches because you really like niggas in real life. But
They
let's
stupid for doing that,
right.
but
But let's keep it back. Let's get back to the content and the subject. He literally jumped in and he didn't have to jump in. And like, I really did have a bond with that boy. So what makes me hate him even more is that I liked him. You get what I'm saying? When you like somebody and they show you their true colors. So it's like, now I really don't like you. So long story short, he put his hands on me and he got jumped, and I was cracking him all upside his head. They and I can show you screenshots again. I wrote the producer. I'm not the producer, the editor. I said, "How does the fight look between me and Don?" He said, "It doesn't look. You can't see everything, but I know how it went in real life. In real life, I was cracking that man all upside his head. I was on top of him, cracking him, on the side of him, cracking him on the stage, threw him off the stage. Like, bro, that nigga got fucked up. You thought you was gonna jump me, and now you got jumped. Now what? What we doing?" And then the question was, your original question was, let's get back to your question. How was it after filming the last 24 hours? Last 24 hours, I was being an asshole to these niggas. I told Don he's pussy. I told him he's broke. He can't afford food. He was outside asking CEO to pay for his tacos. I told Dooley his
I
eye
love
look a mess.
tacos.
Right. I told Dooley his eye look a mess. I told all these niggas that I didn't like what the fuck I had to tell them. And I didn't give a fuck how they felt. These niggas was begging me to come chill with them downstairs by the pool. I did not come downstairs. Mac,
Why
come
everybody
down.
chilling with everybody after they just? That's so
Right, right,
weird.
right.
Like,
These
why does
niggas in the pool.
everybody do that?
Yo, when I tell you these niggas in the pool, I'm on my balcony. I'm on my balcony on a, feel me, high floor. You know how that go. I'm on my balcony chilling, whatever the case may be. And all you hear is, "Hey, come downstairs, come chill with us. Come downstairs, come to the pool." It's Mac. Mac putting me on the phone with his mama. His mama telling me I'm her favorite Playboy, that I should have won the show.
Are
That,
you serious with the like? Mac
yes,
really did all of this.
yes. To his
I
mother
need proof
telling
of
me.
this for real,
And,
because
and God bless the mama. The mama's a sweetheart. Because Mac loves my mother too. My mother don't like him. I'll leave it to bed. But his mother loves me. So his mother's like, "Oh, I really loved you on the show. You should have won." Mac is telling me like, "How the fuck did he win when you should have won the show? It should have been me, you, or Fun Dip. This nigga did not have no." And I'm like, "Wait,
he
hold on,
said that
time
for
out."
real.
Yes, literally, literally. Literally, like, it should have been Fun Dip or you or me. And I'm like, my friend won. I'm good. Like, my friend won. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. If it wasn't me that, and I said that on the reunion, I said, if I don't win, if Cassie don't win, if Maul don't win, if Mac don't win, then nobody else should win. And one of the Maul won, so I was fine. Even if Mac would have won, I would have been fine.
I'm just asking that because I'm just like, he really did all that. Like, I just to each his own. So okay, so I asked all the questions. So the last 10 minutes, just to chop it up. If you have any questions for me or whatever the case may be, I got a couple questions though. So now that the season one is over, will you be going back to season two?
So supposedly Isaiah said that he's bringing me back because he want his brother to fight me. So I'm just waiting for his brother to come. And me and Isaiah, I feel like it's not. We don't have beef. But my thing is, if you know me, you know me by now. I'm not ducking no smoke. So if you want your brother to fight me, if you want me to come back for season two for your brother, because he said he's gonna take care of Maul and his brother's gonna fight me. So I'll be back. If you
I
want me
thought y'all
back.
said y'all wasn't gonna come back though.
No, I never said I wouldn't come back. I said I'll come back. I'll come back for season two, three, and four. Like, keep paying me my money and I'll be there. Regardless, I don't give a fuck. You gonna pay me, I'm gonna be there.
See, but Isaiah, he's another one on because it's like, if y'all beefing, why have y'all come back?
Because he knows at the end of the
If
day it makes good. Okay, so let's be real.
so,
We
he's on
know
his
South.
Natalie Nunn shit basically.
You're right, Rolly and
Like, you
Natalie.
know how she
Rolly and
roll.
I mean Natalie and Krishan. Or let's be Isaiah. Isaiah was beefing with Kenzie, Barbie, Liddy, Nina, Cashmere. He beefs with everybody and he brings them back because at the end of the day he's making money. Like, that's a smart thing to do. Just because you don't like somebody, they're bringing you money. They're making your
Mm,
show. You're not gonna
I
just
can
keep
argue
on.
with that.
You're not gonna get, and then you're. It's not like we're making each other money. So fuck it. This is a toxic business relationship. That's exactly what it is. It's toxic, but it's still business. At the end of the day. So whether I'm on that show, whether I'm on a different show, y'all gonna definitely get more in for surely.
So who do you feel like should come back from the first season cast to season 2?
How many could I pick?
Well, Isaiah likes to put 50 people on there, so we just gonna go with 14 since that's originally how they have their cast set up.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick a couple because I can't do 14. If I could bring
You can
back
pick a
some,
couple if you want.
I'm gonna bring back. Um, I'm gonna bring back Mac because I want to fight him on TV. Like we
Morgan.
could do a boxing match or whatever, but like, we could get cool after, whatever the case may be. But I want to fight him just to show him, shut the fuck up, stop playing with me, and I will beat the watts out you, bitch. Like simple. Um, I will bring back Cashy for surely. I will bring back who else? I would bring back Fun Dip. I will bring back Fun Dip. No lie. I will bring back Maul. I will bring back a lot of them was born. I will probably bring back Pharaoh. I will bring back Pharaoh.
You so
Low
mad.
key.
You don't want no peace. You
Right.
don't want like this would be in your chill seat. Like you know what?
Right,
Fuck it. I
right,
did all
right,
that. I'm putting my feet up. Y'all niggas act like that. I'm on vacation for real, for real.
right.
Leave
No,
me
no,
out
no,
of
no,
it.
no, 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 no. Bring him back. Landon. Bring
Oh, he's
Landon.
probably gonna be there.
And bring all the what I said on the show. I'm ready for your fooligans, your hooligans. Bring all the fooligans and the hooligans. Bring them.
Hooligans,
And
hooligans, the hooligans, all of that.
right. And bring your brother Isaiah. And then there we go. That's a whole house against Ant. And
Ain't
I'm
Rel
ready
gonna be
for
on
it.
there too? I think Rel and Zay gonna be on there
And
too.
Rel, because I gotta beat the Ninja Turtle out that bitch. So it is what it is. I hate his Ninja Turtle looking ass. I cannot stand that boy. Word of mouth. He's just a like I hate that he got so like you're already a popular influencer, and I'm gonna say popular as in like everybody in the world knows him. But you got these followers, you got your little clout. You feel me? Why you be on our dick so much? Why you watch the show and give so much opinions? Like I hate that for you.
You talking about Rel, right?
Yes, he pisses me off. And I wish he would stick to OnlyFans and dicks in his mouth and stop worrying about what the fuck we doing.
His content is nice though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not
I
subscribed, but
never
I've
watched it,
seen
never subscribed, never seen
his
nothing
content.
from him, and I don't care to see nothing from him. But what I do know is that he's a porn star. He do porn, right? So stick to the pornos and don't worry about what the fuck we got going on Playboys. I was supposed to be on season 1. I don't give a fuck. Getting out of here.
They should have brought like they should bring like Cash and like some of the Bobby Lights boys, like at least like 3 of them, not all of them, because no, like on there with y'all. That would be something. Because I want to see how everybody would be.
Yeah, I'm cool with a lot of people though. Like a lot of, and it's crazy because me and Rel was actually cool prior to the whole Playboy situation. He just wrote me one day and then rubbed me the wrong way, and I ain't like it. So I was like, yeah, you're weird.
So I do this thing where I ask this question. So all these shows we got South Central Playboys, we got Bad Boys from Zeus, we got some people from the web series shows. I don't know if you watch like Chasing Atlanta, Chasing LA, G Status, all that.
You
If it
know what
was
I
an
do
all
watch actually, and it's on YouTube, and I'm gonna give them a little shout out because it's like,
can I guess?
what is it?
It's Karan's Bad Boys Club show.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
It's what is it called? It's called Drunk Diaries. I don't know if you watched that. It's very
what
like
the hell?
it's not low budget, but it's like, and it's Baddies Resort. It's he got 2 shows on YouTube, but it's just the effort that he puts into it that I respect so much because you could tell he does it like with a camera and just an Airbnb and like, but the content is really good. Like, so if y'all don't watch Drunk Diaries, y'all hearing it from me first. Big Ant said go watch Drunk Diaries because it's funny as shit.
Mm-mm. So they did an All Star season. Well, Deja Vu's kind of like the All Star season. Well, if you recall, which you probably will be later on, would you go and do to represent season 1 of South Central Playboys?
Like an All Star season.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you calling people for an All Star season, how you not calling me? you better you better make my phone ring because Big Ant got to be in the building, and I definitely would do it. I'm when I tell you, I'm not ducking no smoke, no fades, no competitions, no drama, whatever the case may be. Just know I'm not ducking it. I'm here for it. I'm here for all that, and it's like as I get older, I do mature, but I still have my tendencies of wanting to be in the mix. You feel me? So it's like, bring it on. Because I know season
Mm-mm.
two. If I was on season two, I'm definitely winning for surely. Because I feel like I should have won season one.
Are you cool with anybody from the Now That's TV company, like other cast members?
The crazy part is, this is one thing I say all the time. The fans might not care for me too much, but literally anybody that I meet from Now That's TV loves me. Like everybody, like down to your Scarfaces, your Heavens, your Naj, Lacey. Even though we've been at it on the internet, but it's been due to other situations. But like when they meet me initially, like they love my vibe. They love to chill with me. They text me, "What you doing? What we doing tonight?" Like shit like that. Like everybody that I've chilled with from the network, even from the girls from the Mint that I still haven't seen their show yet, but they like my vibe. Producers, I'm very cool with one of the producers. I don't like to say his name because he don't like to be in the mix too much, but he's very cool. Like that's one of my close friends from Now That's TV. And I really am a very easy going person. So like it's very easy to get along with me in real life.
You
And I'm
see,
very
I'm
like I said,
talking to
I'm
you. You
very
seem
loyal.
chill
So
though.
yeah, I'm a chill person. I'm a very people don't understand. Like people get my aggressive New York demeanor mixed up for how I really am. I'm aggressive and all that, but I'm also a very humble, loyal person. So if we go out, my thing is to make sure you good. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make sure you good at all costs. You want to drink? You hungry? You want to turn up? They bothering you? You want to fight them? That's me. That's me. Like I'm just a all out friend. I'm a friendly friend. Like, but once you give me a reason not to fuck with you, I'm not fucking with you no more.
Okay. What's next? Like, I noticed that I seen you that you posted clips of like you rapping and doing music. How's that? Why you didn't go in that avenue?
Um, I don't like to brag about it too much, but a lot of my friends are actually signed artists, like really signed, like to Atlantic Records, Republic Records, stuff like that. Like, we really make the city move. Like, we move and shake
And
this.
you went on this show, and you
No,
didn't take advantage of that.
but the thing is, like, my friends take it so serious, and rap is just something fun for me. Like, my friends
Okay.
got Cardi B's and Ice Spice and like Too Rare and Stunning Gambino, Leaky Bands, David Lee. Like, these are all people in New York that are very like known and well established people, blue check artists, like signed artists, and I just feel like my lane was never to take music serious. My lane over, like I said, from when I was younger, I wanted to do TV. So I found my lane and I stood in it. And I leave that to my friends. Like if I wanted to do music, I could really just tell my friends like, "Oh, let's do music." But it's this is me and my cousin. He's an A&R in New York, and his art he works for Too Rare or whatever the case may be. And it's like he supports me. Or my friends that do music, they come up to me. They be like, "Oh, I was watching the episode last night," and da 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 da. Like they support me how I support them. So it's like I'm in my lane. But can I rap? Yeah. Can I do other things? Yeah. But this is I'm home right now. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, I'm finally heard something different than that because everybody be thinking they're a rapper. I'm not saying you can't do it, but mostly
Right.
people be like, "Oh, I'm supporting it," because I'm actually. This ain't about me. Never mind. But
No, no,
you
say
get what
it.
I'm saying. No, it ain't about me. It's about
What you
you.
do? You
That's a
sing?
that's a
You sing? No,
conversation
no, no,
off of
nigga,
here.
nigga. You
This is
already said
about
it.
you.
What you do? You sing? You rap? What
I
you do?
I do sing, but this is about you. We can have a conversation off camera
Can we
about
hear a
this. This
little
is
note?
about you.
A little
This
note?
ain't about me.
You're not gonna tell me you sing like Usher and then not sing like a little
They
bit.
not you not gonna have me troll 30 days and 30 nights. This about you. This ain't about me.
Nah, you got it.
That's
I
why I had
be
this thing around my mouth.
send me a little DM of the music.
Okay. You still gotta send me that proof and stuff.
I
We
got
follow each
you.
other on Instagram.
I don't know, but I'll follow you when we done.
I'll follow you, but you gotta send me that proof because it's not to
I
be
got you.
messy, but it's just
Cause you could
that's
when wait. So do you upload the video just as is, or do you edit it first?
I upload it as is. Like after we get off of here, it's already posted on my thing. So
Oh, because I was just about to say you could edit it and then add the clips and all that other shit. But like, I'll send it to you though. I
well,
got
that's
you.
too messy. I can't do that.
Real
I'm
messy,
not.
right?
I'm not that type of person because I'm not a blogger. People try to mistake me. No, I'm just somebody who just started interviewing. Well, I've been interviewing for 3 years, but I've been interviewing just to get my own perspective. Because, like I said, a lot of these interviewers, as you see today, most of them don't really ask the questions that need to be asked. They interview trying to be friends. They will kiss ass. They will sit there trying to be too cute or don't even ask the question. It's like, what do you have this person up here? Like, you see how I'm engaging with you and I'm
Mm-hmm.
laughing with you and I'm understanding letting you talk. Even if I feel like it's bullshit, I'm still letting you talk because it's your story. No one else is doing this with the cast. And then everybody wonders why there's so much uproar in the comments because nobody's taking the time to sit here like, all right, let's get this person up here and let's really ask the questions so we could stop this chaos. Because yeah, y'all signed up for the show. Y'all knew y'all was signed up for the show, but it's like this is a big mental toll on you guys. Like, I don't know if
Right.
y'all get death threats.
Oh,
Y'all
yo,
regular people,
hold
but
on,
you don't
stop
know
out. Let me
somebody
tell you
could.
something. I had to stand up for this one. Let me tell you something. Do you know somebody sent me my address? Like they sent me my address. Legit. They
I'm not
said
surprised.
you live in bop 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 bop. Don't make me have to come see you.
Why would they do that?
Because they don't like me on the show. But do you know what I told them? Pull the fuck up. Cause you pull up, that's gonna give me every reason to leave you where you stand. Like I swear to God, I want y'all. Let me say this since I said this, and I know people gonna watch this. Y'all ever decide to come to where I rest my head or my family rest their head? Y'all won't leave that same spot. So like, tread lightly. Y'all can like me from a distance, not like me from a distance, whatever the case may be. But keep that shit at a distance because once y'all start trying to bring it to my house, to my doorstep, that's when all bets is off. And if you get shot, stabbed, beat up, tased, whatever the case may be, just know you're getting that because you thought you can come to where the fuck I stay. Tread lightly, be smart, play safe.
There's certain cast members that I just do not like. I cannot stand by. I would never.
Come
I
to
would
their
not go
house.
as
Like
far to be like I know where you live, and
even if I
that's
know
just
where you
doing too
live,
much.
like it's
Like,
weird. Like that's so weird. Like imagine me being a grown ass person telling you like, oh, you live in 216 fucking Fairview Place. Like what? The fuck I know your address for? That's weird. Do I want to send you a package? Absolutely not. So there's no reason for me to have your address.
but yeah, I hear you. But these interviews are just for me because I want to know, like, okay, why did you do this? Why did you do that? So we can have insight. See, I didn't know all that shit that happened behind the scenes. I had a feeling, but I needed to. Well, how do you say it? Like, I needed like affirmation or however you say it. Like, I don't want to keep going based off comments and then I see where I seen the comments. I'm like, let me ask that. Um, there was actually some people in my inbox that wanted me to ask you a question, but I'm not gonna ask that because that's just not.
Just ask it so we can
They
get it
want to
over.
know somebody. There was like 3 people in my inbox, and I put this on my right hand. Ask Matt or ask Ant if him and Maul are kissing or screwing or whatever, or him and Mag, and I'm just like,
Okay, so the answer to that question is Ant is grown as fuck, so whatever Ant want to do, he gonna do, and that's that. And enjoy that answer and take it to your grave.
so I don't want to hear
Whatever
about
I
this
want
shit
to
no
do,
more.
I'm gonna do.
I did my job, at least half of it. I'm
Right.
not done. I got one more person with this little situation to go with. Maul, maybe, but I think
Who's
I
your
already.
who's your next victim?
The lineup is you, Mac, Dre Baby. That motherfucker's funny. He pissed me off something. He's funny. And Teflon. The next set of group I didn't get yet, but I'm gonna do it in
Well,
sector.
as
But that
long as
next set
I
of group's
was
gonna
the
be
first play,
last.
let's just say this. Let's just put this in stone. It was the first South Central Playboy OG original season 1 to come on this platform and do a live with you, and I enjoyed it to the T. I got drunk as fuck. Yeah, you probably don't know. I was taking shots after shots after shots,
I did
and
not know.
this was a good ass interview.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I try my best.
So you have
I actually,
your first Playboy,
yeah.
right?
Oh, by the way, my name is Siefyan. If you didn't know how to like pronounce it, if you ever like reach out to me or something, or
Right, because
if
I was trying to pronounce it
yeah,
those.
my name is Siefyan. But yeah, Teflon was actually the first because I'm like, you know what? What if I went and interviewed him myself? But I was at first I'm like, I don't think they're gonna want to do it because then they're gonna want to get paid, and I'm not paying for interviews. And then on top of that, if you have like a big name, like Dre Baby don't got a big name, but Dre Baby sponsored by Big when I kind of knew of him. But regardless if I didn't, he is like known, so I can understand why he would want to get paid.
Yeah,
But as far as everybody else. Now I can't sit here and say, "Oh, you ain't da da da," because I never knew of anybody except for like two, at least one person or two people. Um, but Teflon was the first one I asked, and then I had made a post, and Matt caught it. I don't know if he's mad at me now, but I said, "Should I do Ant or should I do Mac? Flip a coin," and he saw it and laughed at it when I had asked him, and then I asked
because
you.
Mac think it's really the Mac show. What he don't understand is that you didn't bring no more to the show than anybody else. Like you brought the same amount that I brought that anybody else brought. Like it's not the Mac show. If anything, it's the Ant show. Let's talk about it. Like let's talk about
Cause I
it.
do this thing where I was all right. Should I pick Dre Baby? Should I do Fun Dip? And I flipped and I picked Dre Baby. I was like, should I do Poppy? Should I do Teflon? I picked Teflon. And or Mac, I picked both of y'all. I could have been an asshole and picked Maul right after just had y'all three appear if I really was that type of person. I'm not. So I already know who I'm gonna reach out for my next lineup, but the first set of lineup is you, Mac, Dre Baby, and Teflon. And then letting the next four set of lineup is the last ones from the show because the others, some of them didn't really give it, some I don't really care for to explain themselves, and yeah. And then I'm gonna move on to the South Central Baddie Girls, and whoever responds back to that, I'm gonna get to the bottom of stuff, and I'm gonna let y'all explain y'all side of the story, so the comments can stop bullying y'all, harassing y'all. It gets off of y'all chest because again, nobody's doing this. Everybody just wants the drama and all that. We get it, but it's like, who's really sitting down with y'all asking the questions
It
and letting
actually
y'all
right.
explain yourselves? Like, I did this because this happened, or this happened because this so and so. Now we get it. Y'all deserve that. Whether if I hated the whole cast or not, y'all deserve that. And I don't give a fuck. I may get roasted tomorrow. Like, why would you do an interview with him? He's so did it. But here's the thing: even if I hated Ian, he deserves to tell his story. He deserves to tell
But
his side.
let's get clarity. Do you hate Ant?
No, I wouldn't have had you up here if I didn't. If
Right.
I did,
Okay. So with that being said, it was a great ass interview, and I enjoyed it. So, but I like the fact that I got to tell my side. It is what the fuck
yeah.
it is. And if y'all don't like Ant, again, let me just say this because this is what we say in New York. If you don't like me, suck my dick respectfully. And anything after that, y'all niggas can move around. Fuck you talk about.
Shit, maybe I should come on for season 2 and see what the fuck is up.
Right, I got
Psych.
you. Don't worry. No, I
Psych. No,
got
no,
you.
no, 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 no,
Pull
no.
up.
I ain't going on there. I'll kill everybody.
Pull up.
Listen,
I got you, bro. What's your song?
because my girlfriend might be going. A girlfriend. My homie might be going on there. I think so.
What's your song?
I'm a Pisces.
I fuck with Pisces.
I'm probably
My
already gonna be on the show though, on Nina's
wait,
show probably. So
who's your friend that's going on there? Because everybody that say they going on season 2 talk about some Ant, I want to fight you. So let me see if let's see if they on the list.
I mean, I tagged. I want him to go on here. His name is Rocky. I tagged him and stuff.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
nah,
know if he's going on there, but
he don't want to fight me. So
if
he
she
cool.
if he end up going on there, if he end up getting jumped, I'm pulling up to that reunion. That's all I'm gonna say.
We in there together. Fuck it.
I don't care. I will pull up. I don't care. Fuck all that. Whatever peacemaker shit I was just talking about.
Right,
If he get jumped, it's a wrap for whoever did it.
right.
I'm gonna set it off and I'm gonna walk right out and go back to my hotel. And I'm gonna be like, pull that on the blogs. But yeah, maybe I should see what's up for season 2. But Isaiah probably wouldn't like me, so
Just try out, and
I can't try out. Isaiah don't know who I am, and he's not gonna pick me.
I'm
He
a
already
vouch. I'm like, oh no, that's my boy. Isaiah don't even like me, so I can't vouch too much.
he gonna need somebody on there that's going. I even told Nina like, y'all need someone that's gonna stop the bullying. Like everybody to sit back and let shit happen, and they be so outraged when the fans be outraged. Like y'all let it happen. Or be like, okay, you ain't got to do all that. It wasn't like that. It was a bit like there needs to be some type of mediation person. I feel like I'm like that. It ain't Pokemon. I can't save everybody, and I'm not playing Captain Save a Hole. Even if you put yourself into it, that's you. But it's like it's a limit. And it's just like we already looked as bad, so it's like we got to
Nah,
set a better example. And Isaiah needs me on his show because I'm that type of person. But
it depends on what they're looking for. I feel you.
oh no, I'm the type. This ain't about me.
I'm mad I didn't bring
You
my
could
ski
vouch for me.
mask.
You could vouch for me all you want, but he ain't picking me.
You good. But fucking, I think we should take this conversation to the DMs because my phone is like on probably like 10%
Oh
right now.
yeah. So thank you, Ann, for joining me on my show. Where can they follow you?
Y'all know what the fuck going on. This is Big Ant, number little one, Big New York. Y'all know how the fuck I'm coming. Y'all can follow me at Do It For Ant __. And if y'all feeling real frisky, y'all know the link in the bio, the OnlyFans link in the bio. I'll just say it like whoever want to subscribe. But you know the Instagram is Do It For Ant __. Holla at your boy.
Okay. It was nice talking to you, Ann, and I will be speaking with you very soon. I'll keep in contact.
All right, my boy.
Be safe, and I'll see you later. It was nice talking to you.
All right, so do you end it or do I gotta like?
I ended,
Okay,
and I
it
think it
was nice
keeps you.
talking to you too, my boy. Thank you for the interview, and I enjoyed every part of it.
Okay, I'll be talking to you soon.
All right.